for whatever they may say he had done. Allow him to plea to any minor offense that will suit that number of times he has already stayed and release him. That's why I brought the Julian Assange. That's wisdom. Then secondly, you can release him conditionally and tell him, look, this will bring crisis if we release you. No responsible government will say, let us release you when we have not gotten a commitment from you that you will no longer go along this line. The young man had said that he is willing to negotiate, that he is willing to talk. So you talk to him, that is releasing him conditionally. Then the third one is releasing him unconditionally. So you have a choice, but the three of them will land in releasing him. The most important thing is that the government checks the cost-benefit analysis in whatever it is doing. And I can tell you that the benefit of releasing him, if you can make him to get commitment on what you want him to do after releasing him, will be better than keeping him. Because keeping him has not solved the security situation in the Southeast. It has not stopped the agitation. As a matter of fact, it is making even the agitation to now be multifaceted, to now be unknown. That's why you hear the unknown gunmen. So it's more difficult to tackle. So releasing him, in my own opinion, will be better off now than keeping him. The benefit of releasing him will be better than the cost. So you negotiate with him, know the best option, and release him.
Now, Mr. Okonkwo is talking about the issue of security. The governor has also resolved to tackle insecurity in the Southeast. But that's a bit vague when we consider what's been happening in that region over the years. So what measures would you advise must be taken by the governors, the federal government, to tackle insecurity in Southeast Nigeria?
I've always said, I'm sorry to say it, that the governors can only make promises, but they do not have what it takes to enforce their promise. That's why I'm talking about state police. Because the police we have now answers to the Inspector General of Police and answers to the federal government. So no matter their plan, no matter their opinion, no matter the objective they have to tackle insecurity, it is still subject to the efficiency and effectiveness of the national police, which is outside the purview of their power. So the best way this federal government can tackle insecurity at the regional and state levels is to grant state police to the states, amend the constitution. People always talk about abusing state police. Let me state it clearly here, that I am not assuring anybody that some governors will not abuse state police. They will. And the reason is because the federal government abuses federal police at times. Is it not with the federal police that they use to rig election? Is it not with the federal police that they use to do certain things? So that the mere fact that some state governors will abuse state police will not be the reason you will say the right thing should not be done. Because the abuse we are getting now from kidnappers, from terrorists, from rapists, from unknown gunmen, from all those people are more than what any state government...
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you. I might have missed a name, but I want you to know that I appreciate you and I love you. Please don't take it personal. But I want us to move on right now. Now, God could bless you. Now, do your parts. Help us to share and like this broadcast. Press on the dollar sign. Somebody should buy me a coffee today because we have a lot to talk about today. As you can see right there on the screen, now only one video will not play. We are going to start with the big one, the big news, the breaking news today that actually happened today in court. And you know that Dr. Asue Ighodalo have been sacked. Although they used another word for it, nullified. Nullification means sacked. In another word, that's what it means. You know, as you know, they have disputation in court all this while. Even Olumide Akpata have his own as well in court. We are not sure what the outcome of that is going to be, but currently, the court, what is currently going on and what might probably happen prospectively. But meanwhile, I want you guys to press on the like button, help us to share, and let's take it from here. Before we do that, I would like us to listen to what Felicia Ebo have to say. You know, before we go to, okay, let's listen to the video first before we come to Felicia Ebo. Yeah, thank you very much. I can see every one of you right now. God will bless you now. Thank you. Please, Tony Africa, what are you saying? I should correct what? Ighodalo. You say correct what? What do you want me to correct? Is his name wrong? Correct what? You people write something sometimes, you don't, your sentence doesn't go well. I said Olumide also have the same issue. So what do you want me to correct? I don't understand. Mr. Tony, were you drinking or sleeping when I make that announcement? I said Asue Ighodalo have been sacked, and Olumide Akpata also have the same situation in court right now, pending. We don't know what the outcome might be. Not because I talk just now. I didn't say Olumide. I said I mentioned Olumide in a different sentence, sir. All right? In a different sentence. The same thing that happened to Asue Ighodalo right now. Been in court for a while. Olumide have the same thing in court right now, you know, by other aspirants. So that's, I only reference to that. Okay, thank you very much, my papa. I don't want to be distracted. I'd like us to listen to this. I'll come back to you guys shortly. God bless you all. Do your part, press on the like button. Press on the dollar sign. I don't understand that dollar sign. When I get quarrel with that dollar sign, comment your fool everywhere. Everybody is jumping the dollar sign. When I don't let me verse this evening, I'll your verse now. I'll just say, may Black Panther go ask me not join this broadcast.
Yes, Edo State people and Nigerians across the world, greetings to you all. This is breaking news. We have just been informed in the last hour that the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has nullified the PDP primaries held in Edo State that produced Asue Ighodalo as the governorship candidate of PDP for the forthcoming Edo State governorship election. By implication, this ruling that the Asue name will not be on the ballot. Asue Ighodalo's name will not be on the ballot. To that extent, Asue Ighodalo is not a candidate for the Edo State governorship election of 2024. This is breaking news. It is important to understand the enormity of this court ruling that is currently going viral. Let it be known that as this stands, Asue Ighodalo is not a candidate for the Edo State governorship election. As things stand, the PDP doesn't have a candidate for the Edo State gubernatorial election of September 2024. Now, a lot of things have been going on. Even yesterday when I was on air, discussing some other issues, I did say there was a matter that was that was cooking, but I was not going to provide any information until we get in exactly what was happening. To give some perspective to this, later in the day, I'm going to be coming up with some people who know so much about this. But we didn't know. This is what we know. We didn't know that in the course of the PDP primaries, a number of candidates were, of course, thrown out of the race. People like Asue Ighodalo, the likes of the former deputy governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, and all of that. And the PDP, you know, as a matter of fact, had 2 primaries. I did remember that Philip Shaibu had a primary in his own compound, and while the governor of Edo State had a primary that produced Asue Ighodalo. Now, this ruling, based on what Andrew Emata, Andrew Emata reported just now, this ruling shows that the court has said that the primary organized by the PDP under the auspices of Governor Godwin Obaseki was null and void. That primary has been nullified. And to that extent, Asue Ighodalo will not have his name on the ballot come the Edo State, you know, when it comes to time for the governorship election. Asue Ighodalo will not be on the ballot. Now, some of us do expect, we don't know what is going to happen, but we do expect that I'm having a caller. Let me take this call. Hello. I am live on air, sir. I'm live on air. Do you want to say something? I'm reporting on this breaking news. What do you want to say something?
No, what I want to say is that the legal system in Nigeria should be working. The rule of law, once it's working, every other thing will be checkmate in Nigeria. That is the reason why I say we should try as much as possible to make sure that our judiciary, they are functioning correctly. Okay, because really, if we are to find and correct this abnormally, it is in the hands of the court in Nigeria. That's just what I want to say.
Thank you very much. That is a friend of mine calling from Scotland. I'm sure he wanted to actually speak with me, you know, directly, but it is good that he has added his own voice to the matter. Yes, it is breaking news, and the information is that the Federal High Court of Nigeria, a court of competent jurisdiction, has nullified the PDP governorship primaries held in Edo State under the auspices of Governor Obaseki. And the implication of this is that Barrister Asue Ighodalo is not a candidate for the Edo State governorship election of 2024. That is the implication. For those of us who may just be joining, please, if you are there, help share this broadcast. It's very important. It's a sad day for the Asue camp. It's a sad day for his supporters. As a matter of fact, it should be a sad day for the entire Edo State and Nigeria. The reason is this: if you know the majesty of the court and of course the position and the submission of the court by way of this judgment is to be respected, it therefore means that procedural observations were not followed. It therefore means that you know what the PDP needed to have done, you know, was not done, and this underscores some of those things that we've always talked about, you know, and this equally underscores the point being made by the last caller just now that we need to do things rightly, and if this holds sway, I do expect that the PDP will appeal this judgment, and of course, whatever the outcome will be, if the appeal, you know, holds the position of the Federal High Court, you know, what therefore means is that, you know, what needed to have been done was not done. It therefore meant that, you know, desperation sometimes may not be the way. For this breaking news, this is definitely going to take Nigeria by storm. And I am sure the Asue team will be looking at how to appeal this judgment. But as things stand today, before the appeal, which we expect that they are going to make, Asue Ighodalo is not a candidate for Edo State governorship election 2024. Asue Ighodalo is not a candidate. Let me just take us back to the breaking news as released by, of course, one of the lawyers of those that, of course, taking this case to court.
Whatever that happened right now, you know, concerning Asue Ighodalo, PDP and all that, as we all know that in Nigeria, anything is possible. It's possible, but for me, my job is to present it to you guys here. Then your own job is to talk and give your own opinion. So I appreciate every one of you. So I'm just going to move on. Let's listen to what Philip Chabo have to say concerning this whole situation.
Like I said, after the primaries, if you recall, I did insisted that what happened in Samuel Ogumiloro Stadium was likened to a birthday party or a reception for a wedding at Samuel Ogumiloro Stadium. It was not a primaries, because you cannot imagine the Asue people coming to say they are doing primaries. And you cannot disenfranchise the authentic delegate. You remember I used the word. I have used the word consistently that authentic delegates voted for me. I used the word consistently. The people that you saw at Samuel Ogumiloro Stadium, they were not delegates. They were staff of government. I said that. So as far as I'm concerned, this judgment is for democracy. This judgment is for Edo people. And Edo people should know that by the grace of God, together, we will take our government back from outsiders. Outsiders will not have space to rule us. We need good governance. We don't want people that will be repatriating. I mean, we don't want capital flight again in our state, where people come from outside, and even to a caterer that will cook food in government function in Edo will be brought from Lagos. No, that is not what we signed for. So I want to salute the courage of the judiciary. I want to salute the courage of Justice Eko. And I want to say that this judgment is for democracy. This judgment has shown that the journey to recover Edo from outside has started.
So what is the implication of this judgment on your party?
Well, I don't work in isolation. I'm going to go back and consult. We are a team. Don't forget that in this race, we were 10 of us that started this race. 9 of us are together. 9 of us are still intact together against what they did. So I am going back, sit with the team, and we will get back on the next step that we will take. And we also, I'm sure the party will also let you know what it will say. But I'm a team player. I'm going back to our team. I'm going back to meet Obede Yama, Aslemo Jesua, Sele, all of us. All of us.
Hello, guys. A link I've been posted for those of you that want to join us. You can start coming in right now.
To sit again, to analyze the judgment. But one thing I know is that I've been vindicated. I said it from day one that what transpired in Samuel Ogumiloro Stadium was just likened to a birthday party's reception or a wedding reception, because the authentic delegates were not there. Don't forget, I used the word authentic delegate, and I'm happy that the court has vindicated me.
Thank you so much,
Some questions, sir. You were being courted by APC.
Yeah. You are what?
Courted by APC to join them. You will list the
Well, any party that wants to win an election wants to membership, because it is the membership that swells the party and the membership that determine the vote. Because when you have the entire Edo in one party, you are sure of victory. And a political party that does not want its people cannot win an election. It will only be preparing for rigging. So parties that want to win an election will go and woo people into their party so that they can have a large number of party members that can also bring people to vote. So, like I said, I'm a team player. I'm going back to meet my team. We were 10, 9 of us are still intact, and we will do an organized press conference. For this judgment this morning, for me, I'm happy and that I've been vindicated.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, my people, we are still continuing to the next destination. Thank you very much, F. Emmanuel. Larry, we can't see you. You know, you have just 1 minute to show your camera, Larry. Whoever that is behind the word Larry, you know, please, let's see your camera. Okay, you are not ready, so I think you are a suspect, so you have been removed. You know, so I'd like us to move on right now. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share. And we are not taking calls yet. Hold on, callers, just hold on. I can't see your camera yet. Okay, Destiny, I can see your camera now. Okay. Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much. I can see you already. Yes, Madam Luke joined us today. In fact, I need to welcome Madam Luke. After how many years, finally, we have Madam Luke in the building. Madam Luke, wherever you did, I bet you're the dance for there right now because I want to welcome you. I am dancing. All right, it's good to have you on the show, Madam Luke. Thank you very much for joining us today. God bless you.
Thank you.
And Madam Nena, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Madam Nena, we saw you on the comment section today. I don't call your name Taya for this platform. Finally, you joined us today. God bless you, ma. I'm looking forward to having you on the panel.
I'm sorry, your guys, so
over the thing
your this thing not the work. Your coffee machine not the work. Oh.
Hey.
I don't know why I cannot send this thing. Yes.
Why now? The dollar sign is there now.
I know, but you go give me one big X. You cannot send. I don't know whether you don't block me. Come out.
No, it's not possible. It's not possible. I don't know why.
Okay, no problem. Maybe there's no money in the account. Maybe there's no money in the account. Yes. Let me go and check.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much, Madam Nena. Please, we are looking forward to hearing your voice anytime soon. I appreciate every one of you right there. Do your part, press on the like button and help us to share. But meanwhile, we have other people, Dan Obi and many others. They are celebrating over the nullification of Asue Ighodalo. I can say, even Dan Obi and many other PDP members. Watch this.
Gentlemen, there's a breaking news for you to listen to. I have with me the real authentic, a national leader of Edo State and Nigeria in general. This is Now, look, there is a new sheriff in town.
There's a new sheriff in town.
There's
that is true.
There's a new sheriff in town. Yes. Look, Chief, how do you feel right now?
I feel good. I believe what just happened will help the people and democracy. There is need for internal democracy in all political parties.
Yes.
Just so that people can have faith in the processes that will show the candidate at the end of the day. And once you adhere to the guidelines and the constitution of the party, people will accept the outcome of whatever the results may be. And it's only when you just go about it as if people don't have a right to decide who should represent them. That is when you have crisis of this nature. It's quite unfortunate. Unfortunately, this is happening at a time that Obasanjo and a handful of his supporters have said they have expelled from PDP. I led this party in Edo State about 12 years. And in the history of our party, we've never had primaries that people will have any reason to go to court to contest the outcome. This is the first time. that we will have primaries and people will vote. Totally avoidable. But this is where we are. And we just have to accept.
Let me say this, you invited them, which of course you remember I told you that this man you accept, you will regret. And this somebody you gave them a house, you gave them food to eat. They were hungry, they were homeless. You gave them shelter, and they took over your home. They took over the plate and the spoon after eating the food. Now, this is what life is all about. There's always tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow holds. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Someone that gave you opportunity. When you were driven away, you didn't have nowhere, no bed, no pillow, no room to sleep. This man said, okay, rain was beating you. You cannot umbrella cover you. You say, when you got there, you disabuse APC, disabuse PDP. You see, God is the ultimate. God is the ultimate. Lord is God and God is love. Now, the one who stood by you and fought for you, after a while, you say he's nobody. The real deputy governor, he said he's no longer the deputy. And here he is today, celebrating. Now God get power.
God get power. Now God get power.
Amata. Listen, you want to dance? Dance. A betrayer remains a betrayer. What the Lord has done for us, it shall be permanent. It shall be permanent. It shall be permanent. What the Lord has done for us, it shall be permanent. Come and see, come and see, oh, come and see, come and see what the Lord has done. Come and see what the Lord has done. Come and see, come and see. Come and see, come and see. Come and see what the Lord has done. Come and see what the Lord has done.
All right, I'm just going to stop that right there. Those people want to see for that video are the powerful men in PDP, or rather, some of the powerful men in PDP. They don't call Obaseki different names. You see, the painful part of all this is that nobody don't mention any bad thing we Asue Ighodalo do till now. You know what they pay me here? Obaseki sin, now they affect us so and so. When we they tell you now, live a good life, leave a good footprint, because in most cases, when you die, the bad footprint you left behind will affect your children. You and I know, say, Obaseki is nothing to be, in fact, I don't want to talk calm how it's supposed to be, but I'll let you know, I'm not going to talk. Make una talk. But for me, wait till Asue do now. See the way everybody they celebrate. This will not be saying an election, anybody win now. Everybody is celebrating left and right. Now, tell me one thing where Asue Ighodalo do. Even the people talking on the video, from beginning to the end, they don't mention Asue name. Now, Obaseki that they call, Ogbomayese, or this one, or that, on that, on that. It's very sad. For those who know they defend Obaseki, I don't know how I want to do this one, but let's move on. Everybody continue. Yes.
Sorry, I have to comment quickly. So, based on what Mr. Tony said earlier, so when you were giving your monologue, what you said, I think you probably said something. You said court has sacked Olumide of PDP. So if you play the video back, you may see where you made that error and correct it. I think it was just because you are rushing. So that was what Mr. Tony was calling your attention to.
Okay, that's fine. At least that have been corrected several times. So even the title have corrected that. We don't want to go back there anymore. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. You know, as you all can see, but meanwhile, PDP have responded by saying there's nothing like that at all. Nothing happened. They don't sack our candidates. Who they pass this fake information, they follow everywhere they go. And so they talk will not be me talking. I'm not saying for this platform. I present it the way it is. I will show you as we talk, and I will show you. Let's listen to the PDP side of the story.
Gentlemen, I must say straight away that no counsel must be allowed to mislead the nation and to mislead the audience. This honorable court did not make any order nullifying the primary and the election of Dr. Asue Ighodalo as the PDP candidate who won.
Okay, Osayende Osas, you are banned on earth and in heaven. You see, this is one of the reasons why we say don't run more than your shadow. You just put there that Oga enter house. Now only one side you see analyze. You don't see other video. Whereas you don't know see another video they come. Your impatient have blocked you now on earth and in heaven. So you don't deserve to be on this platform. Get out.
That primary election by 577 votes. What the court said is that some delegates were excluded. And don't forget that those delegates under section 8414 have no locus to question the primaries, having not been aspirants in the primaries themselves. And so I must say it again with every sense of responsibility that counsel, especially the counsel for the delegates, must be wary because it stands the chance or the opportunity of being arraigned before the disciplinary committee for intentionally missing the judgment of the court, what the court has not said. Take, for instance, assuming without conceding that those 375 delegates are allowed to vote and they vote for another candidate, none of the other candidates that contested with Dr. Asue Ighodalo scored more than one vote. So 375 plus one vote, 378. Dr. Asue scored 577. So head or tail, Dr. Asue won that election by majority of lawful votes.
No, sorry,
we owe the duty to this nation to tell the truth. And don't forget that my Lord Justice Eko, a very seasoned, very cerebral judge, did not make any order nullifying the primary. We will supply the CTC of the judgment to all the newspaper houses, to all the media houses, and you will see clearly that people are just out for mischief. And we will not allow it. As a senior counsel in this country, I will not be part of that sort of charade, where a counsel will come to the national television and be misleading the public.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so very much.
When the court made a declaration and order that the exhibit presented by the PDP had no substance, and that against that the exhibit presented by the plaintiffs that succeed. In fact, the court said that all what they prayed for, that what they brought before the court succeed on merit. Now, how do you describe that? What's the connotative or denotative meaning of that?
The connotative meaning of that is one, His Lordship has made his findings. That judgment is subject to appeal, and I'm sure any party that is not
are in agreement with any aspect of that judgment will appeal against it. I cannot make any comment about the findings of my judgment. I'm not caught at the court. But the point I want to reiterate again and again is that no court in Nigeria as of today has nullified the election, the primary election that threw up Dr. Asue Ighodalo as the PDP candidate. And any other story contrary to this position is just mere shenanigan. It is mere what I will call trying to blow hot air. Dr. Asue is the candidate. He won, and he has won, and he has won, and he has won. Thank you so very much. If we're going to the appeal court, as lawyers, we take instruction from our clients. We will study the judgment, and we will take further instruction from our clients. Thank you so very much.
Okay. My name is Andrew Emanta, one of the lawyers for the 378 ad hoc delegates that were excluded by the PDP. You know, I think I'll start by saying that this is victory for the rule of law. It's a victory for internal democracy, and it is a lesson for political parties, particularly the PDP, to learn that if you violate your constitution, you violate the electoral guidelines you have made, you refuse to listen to the wishes and aspirations of your members, there's a consequence. And that is what has transpired today. The court has held that because the PDP, which is the second defendant in this case, has refused to comply by its own electoral guidelines, section 50, 36 of its own constitution, and the provisions of section 82 and 84 of the Electoral Act, its ad hoc delegate congress of 4th and 5th February 2024, the court just declared it as a nullity for the exclusion of 378 ad hoc delegates who were duly elected and who have been so accredited by the party, but were excluded. The implication of this is that PDP has no candidates because those delegates that were supposed to elect that delegates were excluded from participating in party primaries. For us, it's a victory for the rule of law, and we must thank the judiciary because the judiciary remains the last hope of the common man. The judiciary has said these 378 delegates have been excluded, were unlawfully excluded. So for us, it is victory, and there's need for Edo people to know that as it stands, PDP has no candidates, and it's a lesson for the party and other political parties to always comply with the law because there's no alternative to the rule of law. It is a former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Atanda Williams, CGN, that said, in a situation where the rule of law is jettisoned, anarchy becomes the sole beneficiary. So God forbid that we live in a state of lawlessness. We don't pray for that to happen. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I would like us to move on. That's all we have for you guys today. But when this whole thing happened today, I placed a call to the man you're seeing on the screen right now, Dr. Barrister Asue Ighodalo. You know, I asked him, what happened? This one a fact. He said yes, 100% fact that he's still in court. I know the message I sent to her. I called him myself, and he explained to me. Then I went on by taking more research on my own to know what is happening. Then I now get to find out that even PDP themselves are countering what is happening. Then I put all that together. On this platform, we don't report one-sided story. Yes, we don't. Even though when we were campaigning for Peter Obi, as you all know, this platform was solely for Peter Obi. I was still not reporting one-sided story. So if you come here and write rubbish here based on hatred on your head or in your family, you'll be blocked on earth and in heaven because you don't belong here. So we have presented what we need to present to you today. It's not up to you to pass your judgment according to what we have presented so far. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Midwest people. I can see you right there. I'm not sure P12 to come in because you cannot continue to come in. We'll be asking you the rules of this platform. You maybe in a backstage, now you go Dave throughout to this. And Vivian Osaga, you say your name is Vivian Osaga. Or person I'm seeing on the screen is a man. So we don't accept deception here. You know, now they see, not be Vivian, be your Nessa. You know, so you have to sort that out. We can't hear you. I don't want to hear you for now. Sort that name out. You came with Vivian Osaga, and at the end of the day, now man did there. Sort the name out. When it gets your time, I'll bring you in. But if the name is there as Vivian and person way they screen now man, unfortunately, I'll leave you on the backstage for now, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you so much. For now, screen door full and backstage is full as well. So I'd like us to move on. I'm just going to take just 4 calls. For those of you that want to call in, because if not, if I go to the panel right now, it might take a while for us to come back to call us again. So if you want to call in, this is the best time to call in. 3 minutes, exactly 3 minutes, I'll cut you off. You know, I noticed some of you, especially Ogashimizi, don't ever keep to time. I don't know how he manages to do that. Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Hello, I greet you.
3 minutes.
Mr. Hobbs. Good afternoon. I'll be very fast. Good afternoon. I just want to greet my people. Good afternoon to Mommy Diaspora, and good afternoon to every members on the panel. The judgment by the federal court, you know, of Edo State just only goes to show one thing: that the federal government is hell bent on making sure that whether by crook or by crook, APC wins that election. That's what is going on. Those are underhanded politics. That's what they are playing in that state. But I will tell my people in those states, my people, make an open our ears, make an open our ears well. If we now give power to the ruling party, which is APC, you don't read for Navidato, you don't read for Ona. Make Ona open our eyes, shine our eyes where we have candidates we save that state from YPP to Labour Party and to this other people. Make them not vote APC. Me, I don't get any problem with Asue Ighodalo as a person. I like that man. I just see to Obaseki. Now you overshadow the candidacy of Asue Ighodalo. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong with that man, Asue Ighodalo. But I just shadow of Obaseki. Now you just support the man personality. My people in Edo State, when I get Labour Party, when I get the YPP, when I get all these other people, make them shine their eyes and vote for the right person. They cannot concede power to APC, otherwise, what's Nigeria, they stop at now. The hand go touch now for Edo State. So now what I get to say, thank you very much.
God bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Love God is my strength. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes. Thank you.
3 minutes. I'll be quick anyway. I'll just say, welcome, Madam Luke. I really miss you. Welcome. I want to say hello to other panelists. Mr. Mandate, I'll send you the image. I'll send it to Nigeria Watch. Nigeria will pass it to you. I don't want to put it on air, so that I'll send it to Nigeria Watch. Mommy, that's what I'm greeting you. And those on the comment section. You see, our Nigeria, we don't see Akoba. I forget that Akoba, they have made the color for Nigeria. Why want to see things in double? Now they see for Peninsula, they want to do it for us with two states. Because we first of all, they rape and destroy the Vivas machine. Now, they start out with PDP. Now, yes, also they online to go to court. The hand of this is the, you know when they talk say the hand of Esau, this is the hand of Tinubu. He's doing something to bring APC back to Edo State. You see, we are here because I'm for Lumite, yes, but we need to shine our eye. And the most important for us talk out here is that how is the Edo people going to stand up the way they they stand up for this man when they're very ungrateful. I'm sorry to use that word. Obaseki. The way they stood for him, they backed him, they fought everything to prevent that there will not be a rigging election in Nigeria, in Edo State. So are they going to do it? Are they going to pull it off? Because all what I'm seeing, there will not be people in the Edo State. They are going to do it the normal way that they've been doing it before. When it's easy to count and make everything, then they'll bring it and put who they want to put. If Edo State, I pray it will not be like that in Jesus' name. Because I have family, I stayed some time in Edo State. Let me tell you, they put that man from APC. It's not good. That man that cannot write, I have not seen him write, but the way he's talking, I don't think that man can write with a bottle. So my prayer now is that we should pray. But as long as he's out of it, the Olumide must not be taken out. So now it's going to be like they will come out to Olumide, so they will not be candidate to be for us. So thank you. I just want to say congrats today. We did the election today in the UK. Nobody died. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that's a message to the Nigerian government there, that last statement. But meanwhile, I would like us to move on. Let me come to the panel. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you.
Mr. Elvis, did you vote today?
Me? Of course. Why I vote?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I must vote. I know they use my vote, they play.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir. All right. Okay. Ogashimize, okay, let me pick your call then. Thank you, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes. Thank you. Go ahead.
Good morning. Everyone. Yeah. Look at Shaibu. You did your own primary in your own house. Then you coming out now, and some people in this panelists, some of them got a word from him that people from outside. Is there anybody that came out from outside to contest the election in Edo State? Now, see, the last speaker, Madam, you said, this is APC, they have cooked, they have planned. And let me tell you, these people that are happy, they are happy of the governor. Let me just put it that way. Don't be celebrating. It's not yet over. You're celebrating, but tomorrow you will start crying. The judiciary. Okay, why now? Why now? Since that primary dinner, how many months are we? How many months for the election? You came right away saying all of this right now. Seriously? Are we serious? They don't want the election to go on peaceful, or they want it to go in a cat and rat way. Please, this judiciary, you guys must get everything right. And the so-called Saibu that's saying that you need to go back. You need to go back. When you already donate your vehicle to APC. Doing anti-party. You one leg in the PDP, one leg in APC. You're coming now, you're going back to the people to show that you guys can, if they can give you the listen, so that they can get the flag player of PDP. Man, you cannot. So what I'm saying here, people, you guys should rise up and get up. Nobody should sleep. I know they can last. And it's not Lagos. And you guys should get up and focus on this issue at so many things will still unfold.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. F.A., talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Thank you. Go ahead.
God bless you. May God bless you. Said the short 100 times. I don't know how to pray. I don't know how to pray, but may God bless you, my brother. See, anybody that is happy that Asue Ighodalo is hard. It's not a PDP candidate anymore. I want to tell them, see, football at the play ball, not be 90 minutes. And the ball never finish. And I want to give this opportunity to tell the Edo State, the Edo people. This one has started for APC, Gonna get ready. And anything make APC come Edo State, just forget. Now no go area. This one where people you they happy, when they jubilate, when they happy, I just they look at the lab. But for me, I never do so. I don't say Asue is our next governor. There's nothing we stop that. All those ones are started now. Now APC they do all those things. Not be even Ishaibo. Ishaibo he don't know what is going on. Now APC they do it in their hand. So that they make them try how this, so that Asue they will drop Asue so that they will see opportunity. And they will not work for them. And don't not be Lagos. I get the full confidence. I'm not afraid. So people who just they happy, more are not happy, This is politics. We are not know how they play. With nice side the bomb put. I know they lose some people in the lab. More are not happy. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, callers, please hold on. I'll come back to any of you later on. Let me quickly start hearing from our people. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share. I appreciate you all, my people. And God bless you. Press on the dollar sign as well. Encourage our work. Thank you very much. Tony Africa, thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us.
First of all, I'm sorry, just I wanted to remind you that it was a slip of tongue from you. Not because the way you rush it is now, not your fault, okay?
All right, go ahead, sir.
Very well. But you can say that one thing is clear today that actually, according to you, your coach for every day here, you say that not everybody when they follow you here like you, nobody love you. You can say all of them. You told us that whenever you are going in the wrong direction, we should tell you. But now that was what I did. But you can see the way they were just calling me names at the comment section, just abusing me, any abuse at me, even though that I did politely.
No, it's better you didn't respond, So thank you very much for that. Thank you, sir.
I didn't respond. What I did was to just roll it back and send it to your private chat to confirm. Just for you to say, okay. Then I said, please correct it, sir, because it's just a slip of tongue from you. Because you have got a lot of things in your head. Like I also told the people yesterday at Nigeria World Group. I said that people cannot record the misbehavior, hoping that Nigeria will call the civil now. Now today, the people here are able to prove right that not everybody like you, not they love you. They just follow you, say, they call you, use all this, I pray, God will help you, God do this, God do that. Unnecessary things, they will consume the whole time. And to say, God help you. Thank God, God, they do politics. Then henceforth, but I hope that you're ready for your fire service to do. I hope you don't let all those for that. Because this will attack you. So now, look at your end now. That's your end now. So, I support Asue Ighodalo now because as Tinubu say, he want to take over Edo State. And yesterday they said that the 4,000 people have done us. That means they just targeted this guy. And this guy is up to the task. Asue Ighodalo, if you look at his body language, he's a strong man. I know that he's going to fight his way through. Due to the fact that everybody is now against him now, but even though we know his quality, as per his antecedents, now I throw my support for him, even though I don't support the election system. But I wanted to go to that boxing ring and knock every other people out. So the people on the platform will not
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay, Madam Origin, thank you very much. Madam Origin, are you ready? Oh, God.
Oh, hello.
Hello, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Thank you very much. You have 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, I hear what you. God bless you. God bless you. This candlelight must continue. This candlelight, we need it. This candlelight is saving lives. This candlelight will save our nation. This candlelight will save our people.
greet everyone. Look, the whole panel is full. Please bring it on. We are here. We don't go anywhere. Simple duty we must do because the lives of many people depends on it. Mr. Niger Watch, thank you. This is another great day. We are here to do our civil duty, to do what we need, the needful. It is very obvious. It's very obvious. Anybody that is on this panel that do not now realize that we are having this state capture is a big deal. It is real. It is, playing out before our eyes, and unless the people rally around, it will be a defeat. But Edo will not be defeated. Edo people will stand. Edo people will be the pioneer, the flag bearer of the referendum that is needed in this country to show these people that no, the 200 million people in Nigeria are humans. Every one of them can move things. So as we are today, Asue Ighodalo has been sacked. I hear so much about the PDP. They are not happy, and I think in their own axis of what they do, they shouldn't be happy if the man they brought in sidelined them, which is very normal with them, this is normal with them. Now we have Mr. Akpata under, I would say, like Mr. Chris said yesterday, we will concentrate on obedience because every political party don't trust them. If we can rally around Mr. Akpata and push the needle and send a referendum, what the APC wants to do is to, because if you look, go and
thank you. Your time is up, man. You have 3 minutes.
Okay, 30 seconds. I give myself 30 seconds. The man of APC is dug out a few months ago. I don't even know how he wants to be in the Senate where he was. So that man is a clueless man. When he say clueless, so they are going to overtake Edo without a governor because that man, if they vote,
all right, thank you.
Edo has no governor.
Thank you.
God bless you. That's directed.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. You guys should be calling in now. Somebody know they talk now. Once I don't call person for panel now, my phone go they ring. You are all were ringing just now when Mother Origin was talking. Now she stopped now. You know you are not calling in. I'm not returning anybody's call back. I'm sorry. I'll go to the panel right now. Mr. Jonathan, thank you so much. I'd like you to talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. You have 8 minutes. We have traffic today. Everybody keep your
so,
time.
Mr. Elvis, you prioritize me, right?
Now you be the first, Abby.
I'm the first. I'm not the first.
I take the first.
Or if you give me, I will take it.
I take the first. Sian, they're giving me tonight the chop. Now you be first.
I'm not.
I beg go hide yourself, my friend.
Eh?
After Black Panther, Madam Lou.
Mr. Jonathan, so
yes,
if you looking for National Assembly now, if you go to National Assembly now, they put money for that. They say, Mr. Jonathan, come and take. You wrong, go take him.
No, I will not run. You see what I said? I said, am I the first here today? Because I know I am not.
Okay.
So
I know, sir. I know now.
I know,
even on that CM did backstage, so I will soon bring him in as well.
Mr. Hynek,
5 minutes for your minute. Thank you.
Chief Hynek, you don't start again. Because I said today that my day. I would like to thank everybody. I would like to give a wave offering to all the patrons. May God bless every one of you. May God bless our guys out there, the commenters. They are top notch. I want to especially thank our mother, the mother that have stood by our side, even when there is a lot of storm, a lot of rain. Mommy Diaspora, may God bless you, ma. Naija Wash, thank you for bringing the good news. Because when I was, the news was the one that woke me up this morning. I just pumped it on my phone, just ring. I say, no, it cannot be truth. That's why I have to send you a message. I say, oh God, go investigate this thing. I don't understand. How can it happen? That means Agbado has started what he said. But I want to say something here. If we don't stand on the path of truth, we're all going to learn the hard way. I'm paraphrasing my brother VDM. That is the word. If we don't stand on the path of the truth, we will end up learning in a hard way. And they have PDP, Asue, and the group, they are learning in the hard way. We don't know what's going to be next. That is why we need to put hands together and face our common enemy. In quote and unquote, our common enemy. Okay. People are saying, they are talking about, oh, the lawyer came and said, he's talking about, saying, oh, that was not the judgment. The lawyer is just, is a politician. Because the judgment is straight. When you have 300 delegates, and they were subchanged, and the judge said, the merit of what you brought is non void. So what does that tell you? You came to defend, and they say what you brought is non void. So what does that? It must still tell you in black and white. And at the end, he said that thing does not hold water. So what is he trying to tell us? You think you have such a huge case, and you go ahead and INEC will now put your name on the ballot? That's almost impossible, because it's a loop, it's a rat hole that is open for the distractor, for APC to come in and tell you that you did not win election because your name is not on the ballot. That is it. Some people come up here, they say that the one person, Mr. Chimeze was talking, hey, they don't like, don't call on not they don't like, call on PDP, your party. Not call on do like. They don't like knows the truth. They know their pathway, and their pathway is the truth. And they know who they are going to vote for. We have seen what our distractors are doing to Mr. Tata of the Labour Party. It meant no harm to anyone, but they are bringing down his poster all around the place. And some of us here will come down here and say one thing or the other. We must start from a platform whereby we can build good leadership. And where is that platform? No man is perfect. And perfection, we cannot attain that level. So what we have now, we should start on a platform where we have at least 80%, where we can build on Olumide, and from there we'll build good leadership, and that is all. All we need is that Edo State is the priority, and Edo State must be connected in terms of good road, in terms of good water supply, in terms of electricity, in terms of good network, good estate, investors coming in. And you now put a beautiful economic thing in it, and it worked perfectly, because that is what attracts investors. When you have infrastructures laid down, good road network, and I must tell you all, Edo State has one of the best road network in Nigeria. In short, the best, because every street is linked to the major highway. How do we go about it? It's simple as ABC. Just tar the road and put where we pass through. Then give the Edo people clean pipe-borne water. Government will make a lot of money from it. You can even prioritize roads. Investors can build roads, prioritize it. They can pay toll gate on it. Build super highways in Edo State that links to other local government. Put toll gate, you make money from it. These are all great ideas that you can do. But all over the world, we have roads over here in Dallas built by investors. We pay toll gate. As you go, if you want to go on the superhighway, you pay your toll gate. And it's electronically. It catches your plate number, and boom, you pay. There's no going back. That is what we want to see in our state. We need fresh ideas, innovative ideas. And what we have now, they want to cover up the mess, the stolen money they've taken, and they want to come out and say, oh, we should vote this man. I have said before, when we are talking about equity and justice, it is not by saying it is the turn of Southeast or Southwest or Edo South to rule. We are talking about the decay of our state now. Is to save the state. And who is to save the state? We must come up with truth. Go in there with truth. Not with luggage of your master that want to put you there to cover it. What the question we're asking, what about the 20 billion naira, the water storm project? All of us have forgotten it. We move on. That is the culture. We move on. And that come will come. We move on. You people are not tying the rope on it. And yet people want us to tie our rope on PDP because it's the turn of the Edo South. To do what? To share the looted, to share the money? No, we are standing. It is the turn of the entire Edo State. That is what we want. The best, we must bring out the best from all of us to rule us, not trying to tear us apart. You are doing a primary congress. You excluded 300 names, and those people that won that to be a delegate in that congress were elected. They bargained and they campaigned and they were elected. And you now took that franchise out of their hand, and you now ended up doing a charade of election, and you call that, oh, we've won. And all of us who are well read, we follow suit because we want Edo South to be their turn. That is not how to play politics. That is not the right way to go. If you have a case in court, we don't even know who is next, because LP now, they said he has a case in court concerning his name, but that one, I don't know how they're going to go about it. But what we know, we should be as wise as a dove and as clean as a snow to power. That is what I know. We should all come together. Like I told Jonathan, we need to come together and weigh all the factors so that we can be on a straight line, not opposite line, on a straight line, not parallel line, but on a straight line, so that we can go forth and move like a wild lion and take this power back from our distractors. Thank you, Naija Watch. I'll continue.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. God bless you, Black Panther. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let me come to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, it's good to have you back. Good evening to you, man. Please talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
Good evening, Sir Elvis. How are you?
I'm fine, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. I greet you, Mami Diaspora, members of the panel, commentators, viewers, callers at large. My humble apologies to my brothers that I had a fallout with, especially Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Black Panther, Honorable Sam, wherever you are, and the ever gentle, who is that guy with the dove over there on the panel? Wait a minute, Malik, Abdul Malik.
Okay, Abdul Malik. Okay, you can't see their names. Okay.
I can't see their names.
Okay.
Abdul Malik.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Abdul Malik. And of course, my John Weres, Mr. Chris. I apologize. I didn't mean to cause such a ruckus and use all those names. I take everything back. I just had to stay away for a little bit, so at least I can go press some blow banana so that I can cool my brain down before I come back. So under better normal circumstances, it's good to see you all again. And so back to the topic. Everybody's just talking about Mr. Asue Ighodalo. We don't even want to remember Mr. Kanu again, Nnamdi Kanu, that we spent almost 30 minutes. Mr. Barrister Okonkwo spent the first 30 minutes dissecting about the need to release Nnamdi Kanu because it is getting to the point where it doesn't make sense anymore. It really doesn't make sense. And now we can see it's just wickedness. It doesn't make sense. Even people who have committed more heinous crimes have been released. Boko Haram members are being released every day and re-assimilated into the community. Well, what was the crime for Nnamdi Kanu? What was his crime? What is he negotiating for? The same thing he's negotiating for is the same thing the Easterners have been negotiating for. Even if Nnamdi Kanu is not here today, somebody else is going to come up. So I do not understand why they're holding this man. If it's to humiliate the Easterners, or if it's to keep them as a symbol, if they're getting a symbolic rise, like they've captured the Southeast, I don't understand. And I will not, I mean, I heard Obasanjo was leading a delegate to the Southeast governors of the Southeast to march to go release Nnamdi Kanu and all that. I mean, everything has been done to release this man. But, and Barrister Kenneth Okonkwo even mentioned Julian Assange that was just released after 14 years. For the same thing, freedom of speech. He's in Australia now with his family after 14 years. 14 years. So the same thing with Nnamdi Kanu. What is his crime? It's not a crime to agitate. It's not a crime to talk. You might be offended. It's just like what Biden and Trump are going through now in the United States. Nobody's holding anybody's gun to anybody's throat. So I don't understand. It's just pure wickedness. But we have always known, anything that has to do with APC, Buhari, Tinubu alliance, it's all going to be wickedness. So we keep agitating for Nnamdi Kanu to be released because they feel that it's going to be more, and especially before the elections, the Easterners, any party Nnamdi Kanu joins, I mean, let me just say it now. If he joins any political party, I'm sorry, it's going to be a game changer. And that is the reason why they're going to hold him, because he's a game changer anywhere you look at it. Having said that, it is my wish that the man be released, goes to his family, and continue with whatever philosophical fight he's been fighting, because it is his right. It is his right to do that. And then coming to this story, I don't even know what to believe. If Mr. Asue Ighodalo has been sacked by the federal court, and the PDP section is saying, one section is saying no, they haven't heard anything about that, and their candidate is still intact. And on the other hand, we have the beavers that have been drenched in water or floored. Well, that's fine. Like somebody rightly said, the 40,000 beavers is not the only beavers we have in Nigeria. You have enough time to switch them around and get a loaner and then set everything in place before the election. So what exactly is the significance of that? A place where you have this sensitive electoral material is where a flood will just go there and carry. Well, I'm not surprised where you have a country where snakes swallowed billions. I mean, we hear all kinds of ridiculous things. You have people making away with billions. The airline minister of aviation that went and got Ethiopian planes, painted them with Nigerian logo. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Minerals are being carted away every day out of this country for people's personal benefits. And here you are. So there's nothing that APC cannot do. They say what APC cannot do does not exist. Look at Wike and King Gibe. Look at what they're going through. Whatever APC cannot do does not exist. And they have locked down the whole country. Like Madam Origin, Madam, I think it's the love of God is my strength. Thank you, my sister, for welcoming back. I missed you too. They've said it. APC, Tinubu has perfected the skill to take Edo State, just like Oduzodinma did in Imo State. That's what's happening. When they knock off Asue Ighodalo, Mr. Asue Ighodalo, the power of the incumbency is nullified. And who is Barrister Olumide Akpata to challenge APC? So that's like the low-hanging fruit. For them, it's gonna be a walkover. Now what they're gonna do is bring another Trump case that his name was not there, and they'll knock that one off too. So APC is on a mission to capture Edo State. My question now is that will the Edo people stand up? When all these court shenanigans play out, and they'll tell you go to court, is the rule of the court, is what the court said. How are you going to fight the courts? But what we're seeing now is daylight robbery, and that is what is going to happen. They are hell-bent on giving Edo State to APC. Tinubu promised it, And whatever he promises, you know he's going to make good on it. And these are all the mechanisms that they've been put in place to make sure that is a reality. And that is very unfortunate. There is nobody in Edo State that's going to vote APC. There is nobody in Edo State that's going to vote APC. Now, that candidate that is mute, that cannot even speak in public, is the one they're going to hoist on Edo State and be a puppet on the string. We are watching. These are interesting times. Despite the hardship and everything that we're going through, it is more insult to injury. So we're going to keep seeing. Thank you, my people. It's good to be back. I yield.
All right, Madam Luke, thank you very much, man. Thank you for your submission. God bless you. Thanks for passing that apology as well. We all are humans. We appreciate you. Thank you. All right, my people, I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much for your time with us. Please help us to do your part by pressing on the like button. Help us to share as well. Let our voices go far. I'd like to quickly appreciate Jaja. Jaja, thank you very much. God bless you. I got a super chat. Now God will bless you. I'm very, very grateful. I appreciate you all, my people. Meanwhile, another information just came out now from PDP, saying that they should disregard the information that happens concerning the court and all that. I'd like to put this on screen because while other person is giving the submission, you can read. You might not be able to read it though. Yeah, you might not be able to read it. I don't know if I should read it, but they are saying, they are against the nullification. So let me put it like that. So this is coming from PDP. So they just forwarded this to me right now to present it here as well. As you all know, on this platform, we present everything the way they come. We are not one-sided. We say it iris. So I want to let you guys know that we have not seen the end yet. For some of you that is rejoicing and all that, remember, we have not seen the end yet. Obviously, there will be more story to this later on. But I thought I should bring this in. I'd like us to move on. Let me quickly call on the next person on the panel to speak to us, Oga F. Emmanuel, then I'll come to Destiny. Oga F. Emmanuel, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. Okay, you are not there. Destiny, if you are there, please unmute yourself. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Okay, you are not there. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, you are not still there. All right. Abdul Malik, please talk to us. Abdul Malik, you are not there.
Hello, Mr.
I'll start bringing the people on the backstage.
Hello, Mr. Elvis. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
I am here.
Mr. Elvis, are you there? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Abdul Malik, I'll come back to you. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. You have 8 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I greet you once again. I greet, thanks for the good work you are doing. I greet all the panelists, those on the comment section. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you once again, man. God bless you. And once again, welcome. I quickly also want to start on, I will leave the Edo State. I will come back to it. I just want to say this with respect to Kenneth Okonkwo's interview. He addressed critical issues that are facing Nigeria, from Nnamdi Kanu to open grazing to state police in the most articulate manner that I have ever seen from any public figure in Nigeria today. Anti-grazing law is needed in Nigeria. It is a must. It's not just needed, it is a must for any society that is truly serious about any form of development at all. If Nigeria is even serious, that anti-grazing law is their acid test. It is not negotiable at all. State police, again, it is not negotiable at all. If they are even talking of solving insecurity challenges by any shot. State police is not negotiable. But the political will to go ahead is just what is not there. Because why? Straightforward, they are corrupt. The current police structure is the tool that they use to rig election, is the tool that they use to steal money, to siphon, to oppress the people. So they want the status quo to remain. And if that is the case, the country is going nowhere. In fact, you can connect it security-wise, economic-wise, it's going nowhere. So I just want to, put that out there, because those are real critical issues that are facing us as a country today. And he addressed it. I couldn't say it better, analyze it better, articulately the way Kenneth Okonkwo, just did today. So I just want to say that. With respect to Labour Party, I will say this. First of all, to my brother, Mr. Black Panther, you always say, and I've heard you over and over. I think even yesterday, I was not on the platform. I was on the road traveling, but I kind of listening here and there. I even heard you said it yesterday that let's come together. You know why we can't come together? You know why? Because Labour Party is crooked. You know it. I know it. It is currently everything that I want to assume that's what you also stand for. What you and I stand for today, Labour Party is directly opposite what you and I are clamoring for. Labour Party today is everything APC and PDP are. Everything. And then I've heard, then people will say, okay, fine. It's not about the party, it's about the candidate. Okay, then it's about the party. It's about the candidate, not about the party. What is Asue problem today, if not PDP? Please tell me. Without any, it's not even debatable. Asue on his own. I'm not supporting him, but on his own. He has what it takes. It is qualified. He has the knowledge. He has the capacity. He's competent. So what is his problem, if not PDP, majorly? And then on one side we'll say, let's leave the candidate aside. Can anybody supporting Akpata today speak for 1 minute, just 1 minute straight, without mentioning Obaseki and PDP? It's not possible. You don't do that. So that is why we can't, on this matter, we can't. Because Labour Party is completely everything. It's contrary to everything that I stand for. I cannot. Going forward, how will I come out and still be talking? Because everyone supporting Labour Party today, it will come back to haunt you. God give us life. It will come back. You can take that to the bank. I've said it on this platform over and over that you can never be coherent anymore. And before we say Jack, everybody will be calling APC problem. APC is the problem. APC is the problem. Why? If rainfall is APC, anything happens is APC. Now they are pointing fingers to APC. Okay, fine, it is APC. You already know ab initio that APC is there. Why not put your house in order? Why not put your house in order in the first place? Conduct an open, transparent, democratic primaries in the first place. Why not? You know, it's not, we're not, this is not happening to us as a, no, we know APC. We know they are crooked. We know they are satanic. We know that they already have the judiciary in their pockets. We know. So why playing into their hands? Why falling into their traps? Because as we speak, Labour Party is already in their trap. They hold Labour Party like this. Their own judgment is coming. It's July 19th. A judge will deliver judgment on Akpata and Kenneth Okonkwo. He has reserved judgment for the 19th of July. That's about 2 weeks from now. And it is similar. The same case with Asue and the delegate. The same. That Labour Party did not follow their guidelines. They did not follow the Electoral Act. The same. So if the judiciary will have to be consistent on their judgment, then you can go to the bank today. That's number one. Number two, even if Labour Party, even if Akpata came out of that, APC is waiting. There is a huge legal liability hanging on his neck already. Even if he goes ahead, declared as a winner on September 21st, APC is still waiting. Because as at the time of his primary, there was no Labour Party chairman. APC is waiting for that. APC is not going to jump into that now. It's irrelevant for them. They won't fight.
Mr. Jonathan, point of correction.
What?
There was a chairman, and he was the one that organized.
Okay. Please. Let's leave that. You can hold on to. Let's leave that. Okay. There was a chair. Just hold on. Just keep on dreaming.
The case was not about delegate. It was about his name. His name.
Please.
Go and read it.
Mr. Elvis, please, let me use my time.
No. You have 30 seconds, sir.
So
it didn't take more than 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay. These are the case. These are the issues. If Labour Party, we already know. My point here today, in my submission, this moment, this hour, is that nobody can just now and take Labour Party APC as your. You can just throw everything at APC. You know APC already. You know what they are. You know how they can go. Why not in the first place? You should have conducted the most transparent, a bulletproof primaries. And now here we are.
All right, thank you.
We shall see. Time will tell. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you too. Okay. F. Emmanuel, I don't know if you're available now. Mr. Destiny, are you available now?
Yes, I'm available. Thank you, Mr. Nanjawo. Good evening.
Right.
And good evening to everyone. Good morning and good afternoon, depending on wherever anyone is watching us from. Is it Black Panther that does speak right now? I really appreciate you, brother. Because if really we want to say the truth, nobody that is supporting Labour Party is supposed to condemn what is happening in PDP right now, because what is happening in Labour Party in PDP is same thing that happened in Labour Party, because everybody. There's one man I listened to the other day. Is he Emmanuel Abi? I don't know. He was even complaining that he traveled from Abuja to Benin because he was supposed to be one of the delegates. He gets to Benin that night. He discovered that they removed his name already from the Labour Party delegates. Okay, he said, why did you people tell me a day after, if you are going to remove my name, you allow me to travel to Benin because of what the kind of game you guys want to play? The night to the primary, the man get to Benin. They said his name was removed. So many of them like that. Anybody that is supporting Labour Party should not condemn PDP, because same thing that happened in PDP happened in Labour Party. So if we really doing the right thing, let us not support one side and condemn the other side. Everything that happened.
There's so much noise on the background here.
So sorry, I believe the noise is not there anymore right now. So that is the issue. That is the thing I'm talking about. We should not, because of somebody that we like, support one side. Then there is one man that said something. I think he's Mr. CM. He said you should not eat poison because of your tribal person or something. Yeah, it's high with it. So if you people are happy for PDP now, and then the Labour Party's own is good. Definitely, seriously, every time we all are not moving forward because we are just supporting one side against the other side. It's not that we are doing it for good. We are not doing it for sentiment. It's just like what the man, every time we always support one side, and if something is bad this side, we will like it. The other side is good, but the other side will condemn. Like every time we bring something about somebody that you guys like, you guys will always support the person. Or if you do not support it direct, you support it in some ways. Look for anyhow to put the thing just to favor your direction. But if you come out from the other side, look, all of us will condemn it as totally. There will not be any sentiment. Why? But tomorrow we'll come out here and that we are looking for a good Nigeria, a better Nigeria. We are not looking for a better Nigeria. We are looking for our favorite or someone that we prefer to just be there. That does it because everything that happened in this PDP primary happened in Labour Party. Because many Labour Party people, I only listen to them in AIT. I mean, ITV, this is on television. I only listen to many of them come there to complain the primary that happened in Labour Party. So why are we not condemning the one that happened in your own party? Then you are condemning the one that happened in other parties. And you said Akpata is good, is the best. If not that you people are just condemning PDP, not Asue, because many people are not condemning Asue as a person. You are condemning the party. And now, in your own party, you will not condemn the party, but the party is good. You are saying Olumide Akpata is good with the party, everything. So, Mr. Naija, it will be very difficult for us to move forward. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Destin, and God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. All right. Let me quickly bring in the next person here to speak to us, which is Abdul Malik. Okay, before Abdul Malik, please hold on. Let me bring in Vivian. I don't know what your name. You say Vivian. You say that your sister phone. Okay, let me bring you in so that you can speak now because you've been on the backstage since. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Elvis, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Where are you joining us?
Yeah, I'm joining you from Lagos. My name is Smith.
Okay, Oga Smith.
Well, no, my phone yesterday fall for inside water. So the thing now just get that BP. So I just make
They say everywhere for Lagos is flooded.
Ah, my brother. My brother, I live in Lekki. You go bring your boat out to take swimmer.
Hey.
You go bring your boat out. I live in Lekki.
But what do you mean understand? They said that Lagos.
You say?
They said that Tinubu built Lagos.
My brother, the thing tire me. I had now the question we see the ask now. Now the question with the ask. And because of these things, the blockers for drainage, my brother, all those things now story. All those things now story. They just use them until they destroy people's property like that. See, they block drainage, they destroy house. Yesterday now God proved to them, say they just purposely they destroy people's property like that. They let them know, say no be all those things.
You sure say this one we happened yesterday now they're not going to destroy another 10,000 buildings again.
Make they do an amoku they see them now. Make they do them now. But God will prove they're wrong. Say all these things are actually wickedness and evil. That's just it. So yeah, thank you, my brother Elvis. Good evening. Good evening to the panelists. Good evening, mommy, the aspirant, and everybody on the panelists. Really, like what I just see on your what you project about court sacking PDP as PDP candidates. Please, I will just advise that judiciary should do the right thing. Judiciary should save Nigeria. They should save Nigeria democracy. Because we just need to do the right thing. If it's actually, if they find it thing, they are justified. It's okay, we'll do the right thing. But they should do the right thing. They shouldn't allow anybody to influence them. that this or that, or maybe because of maybe her mind says, okay, do it like this, do it like this. I think it's not the best for our democracy. It's not the best. I just pray, hopefully, I prayed that Edo people will get it right. Edo people stand tall and choose the person that will know that will take Edo to the next level. Not by someone will say, I will give Edo back to you. It's not the right word. It's not the right word. Somebody has no power to give Edo back to the citizen. It's Edo citizen that will say, this is the person we want. This is the person we want, and this is the person we will vote for. So that is just it. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you. I'm actually going and I just said, okay, let me just come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you. God bless you. It's good to hear your voice today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'd like to come to Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, if you're there, so talk to us. You have 8 minutes. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, Nigeria Watch. And good evening, everybody in the panel. This Edo State governor election, coming governor election, they dismiss Asue Ighodalo. I want to ask something. I was thinking last time when Finishaibu appeal, the court dismissed Finishaibu appeal. I was thinking the case was closed. Why now they raise the case up again? You see, all those things they are doing is like Tinubu is working, because that last 3 days or 2 days back, they said that beavers flood 4,000 beavers is missing. There is something is cooking. Yeah, you will hear more. Not only this Asue Ighodalo, you will hear more. A lot of things in Edo State before that coming election September. It's Tinubu work. It's his handwork. Yeah, because I believe last time, it's like I heard that Finishaibu court dismissed his case. He appealed, understand, against the Asue Ighodalo. But I don't really know. It's now the thing is left for Edo State to really stand and see what they can do, because as it's going now, it's like Tinubu want to give the state to APC. Yeah, that is what I'm saying now. Yeah, you will hear more other candidates, not only this PDP candidate. But I believe Edo State should stand on their feet to fight their state back. They should not allow APC to give their state. Yes, that is what I see, because the way it is going now is Tinubu, is APC handwork. Without Bito, understand, it's very clear. Yes, because I see no reason why they say 4,000 beavers affected by flood. How? Without that, say, you will know there's something is cooking. Yes, they should just stand and fight their state back according to the youth. But I believe they can do so. They should not allow APC to take their state, because the way I'm seeing it down is not right. It's not normal something. Yes, I believe. But what I see in Labour Party is this: no matter what is happening now, Akpata, well, I know he's a lawyer. I know he can defend himself. Yes, I believe he can defend himself. Nobody knows. According to what somebody said now, he said that the case is on the 19th of July, right? Let's see what will happen. Yes, a lawyer, you know what to do. I don't really know how APC, because APC, the way they are doing now, they want to conquer every state in Nigeria by force, not even by elected. They want to conquer by force. Even most of the state, they have not voted, but they just ring themselves into the office. According to the way they do in Lagos and Abia, even Kogi State, that is what they want to do in Edo State. But Edo State, this message is for you youth, for you guys. You guys should fight your state back. Don't allow APC to take your state, because they want to rig their election to that to that APC man. Yeah, you guys to take your state. Don't allow them, no matter the hand they bring that very day, that election day. Don't allow them, because it's very clear, it's obvious now. How can 4,000 beavers is mixing? How? Is it the house roofless, or is it flood carry the beavers to river, or the flood carry all the house to river? It cannot possible. That is what they are cooking now. They want to rig the election. But you guys should fight back. Don't allow them to do it. Because immediately it get to their hand, the state will worse than this. Look at what we are experiencing now in the state. If rainfall flood everywhere, there is nothing good come out of the state for now. Okay, what about if APC get back to the state? What will happen next? You guys should fight your state back. Don't allow APC, but I believe you guys can do it. Don't allow them to come there to take the state. We don't need them anymore. PDP and APC, we don't need them. We need another fresh party to change the state, to transform the state. That is what we need. We don't need them to come there, because there is no development in Edo State. Rather, what we are seeing, disaster everywhere. Gully erosion, flooding everywhere. People can no longer go to farm and feed themselves. APC is the head of Nigeria, president. Look at what is happening today. You cannot eat food in Nigeria now today. Everything is costly. Don't allow them, please. Take your state back. Let's vote for another party if you can improve. Because it has been long time. There is no improvement in Edo State. All we heard, all they used to campaign is, and they will bring light, they will bring road, they will do road, and they will bring water. Till today, after 25 years, there is nothing like light, there is nothing like road, there is nothing like water. Everything is the same, nothing changed. It's not now. They cannot do it now. They did not do it past. It's not that are they going to do it? They can't. You guys should fight, and it's not by this one is extra fight, not ordinary fight, extra fight, because they are ready, they are planning it already to take the state. You guys should fight extremely so that you take your state back. Immediately you allow them to take that state, what you are experiencing now, you will stand at this. Yes, there is nothing good will come out of that state after 8 years. That is the reason why you will fight extra fight, not just ordinary fight, extra. Put your all effort to fight, to make sure that state, the governorship will not come to APC and PDP. Let's vote for another party if we can see changes in the state, because we have been brainwashed, we have been deceived for a long time. We don't need that anymore. Thank you, Evis.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Abdul Malik. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Midwest people, please talk to us. Good evening to you. It's good to have you on the show.
Good evening, everybody. I greet you, Naija Wash.
Thank
I greet ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are watching and listening to us this evening. I extend my greeting to every one of you. I also want to thank everybody that is present here, giving their own opinion as well. One thing I want to say is this: for me today, I'm very glad for the judgment, because if we, I don't really, let me just put it this way: too much of desperation over issue, we always end up in disaster. The way Obaseki is so desperate to make sure Asue become the governor of the state, it's not for the interest of the Edo State people. Something big is fishing. The state today is almost one of the highest indebted states as far as Nigeria is concerned. Forget about allocation. Forget about security votes. Those money that just come in. Forget about the money that Buhari gave to them. These are, at the time, my governor cried out that they are printing money, but he was collecting his share. Let me point to something that he has achieved with that money so that we Edo people can say, yes, we want to rise up and fight for him again. Those that are calling Edo State people, I want to tell you people very clearly today. When Obaseki was coming for the second time, he cajoled Edo people that Godfather is our problem. And we believe it, and that's why everybody supported him. That saying no Godfatherism is what Obaseki is doing. Why didn't he allow all the candidates to have free and fair chances to test their popularity, even within the party, so anybody cannot emerge as a candidate? The only election Obaseki conducted, local government election for Edo State people, only PDP won the entire state. Councillor, only his party, to tell you how wicked some people are in this world. So if you are expecting anybody that is present here telling Edo people always stand for truth. So they are not sitting down. They understand the truth and they will come to follow the truth. That Asue Ighodalo is not fit to lead Edo State. And I thank God today, with their desperation, whatever they are planning to come and cover up, they go nowhere. And that's just my summation over that issue. We cannot continue like that. And for those who are trying to blame APC for everything, I believe in APC to some certain degree, because I also believe in Nigerians. I don't think any stranger is in the midst of political party as far as Nigeria is concerned. Look at Labour Party that everybody was shouting for. Are they not already fighting the master that made Labour Party to be popular within the party? We are dealing with Nigerians here. Tinubu is not in it wasn't in Qatar where they said they don't want to see Nigeria in their country. It's not in Malaysia where they said Nigeria should not come here. Something terrible happened to that country, and it has affected that nearly everybody in a different degree. So for that reason, we must be honest to truth instead of blaming Tinubu for everything or blaming APC for the problem Nigeria is into. What miracle are you coming to do? A country is independent that has never invested in anything. Nothing to point to. Now we have reached a critical situation because the global system has changed. So those who fail to put their house in order, they will be collapsing. There is no structure. I support what this guy said. What is his name? Philip Shaibu. We need an home base who will hold my people, put them together, listen to their yearnings, and Okbeburu is that man. There's no other person. Because the way they structure Nigeria, if you are talking of development, it means we don't even know what we are enjoying here in diaspora. Go and find out the state where you are living, whether the governor there have access to money of his state to start with in the first case. Where I live, my governor cannot see money apart from his salary. He deal with documents. The president office was not found for him to handle money. Only in our country, you keep pumping money to one single person, you are expecting that person not to be corrupt, and you gave him immunity to do whatever he like. So we should look for someone, at least when his people are crying, he will pause at a point, not the way Obaseki is doing things. Even children inside womb in Edo State are already debtors. Because of a man we were in the street a few years ago, people were in the street dying for him, shouting for him. We don't want to go further because we want a change in our land. But what I've come to realize that the constitution itself and the way they structure things, they structure it for the country to fail. So if the country collapses, we should pray to also have someone who is our own, who understands the yearnings of his people, so he can also mobilize his people. And I don't want someone that is too far away to come and be the governor. This guy, Akpata is on base as well. But politically, I don't know his signature when it comes to politics. So I also see him like Obaseki, because we don't know much about him in terms of politics. So we just fall into that we don't want to go further. So let us fall for it. So those who are expecting Edo people to stand up, Edo people are not sleeping. They are already on their feet. They stand for truth. They understand what they have been passing through for the past 4 years, particularly. As we speak today, Edo South, More than 60% of the land, Obaseki is about to sell it. So what are we talking about? You think those kind of people will make mistake again to go and put their vote for someone that they don't know? So we have been through a lot, and my submission is very clear. Everybody is free to support their candidate, but we should any political party, APC for everything. Talk to Nigerians. We should change our ways. After all the whole political party have people that is represented in the Senate, in the Labor, in the House of Rep, even within the presidency, some people switch from their party and they gave their position. What are they doing? So they just created all these offices. Instead of them to be dealing with paperwork, they are dealing with money. And you expect your country to be developed? It's totally not possible. We call in investors. They come into this country, they're going to lose their money. Our home, one of the richest man as far as the world is concerned, build a refinery. Now he's crying to tell you the rottenness of our country. Those that are in office are manipulating things around him. He couldn't believe his eyes. And this is something that we all desperately need as a people of a country as we speak today. If we start producing those things on our own, it will go a long way to help our economy. Look at where we are today. So there is a foundational problem. Please, Edo people, vote for the person who want to know, because we don't know where Nigeria they go. So now we call someone that you can, and he will be ready to consult with the good, the bad, the ugly of the land. Not someone who is convinced that he knows this all. After all, if they know it very well, they should be campaigning to change the constitution. Edo State can change its own. Why not have autonomous to ethnic nationalities that make up that place? And let them have free monies to develop themselves and create a platform for them. And so that the governor himself can distance himself from money. So you want to develop your place, go and find out the country you live in abroad, whether the governor they have access to money. Then you will understand very well. If you find out, you'll find this and Nigeria goes nowhere as far as the foundation is concerned. We should pray for it not to go and make the mistake to elect someone that can put for sale in that country or even your own state, like what we are facing today in my state. We did much for him, and those state people are still standing and they are standing for. And the truth is this: nobody can put a foreigner upon our head again. We have made that mistake and we will not make it again. I thank God today. A foreigner inside one of the candidates is gone. You should go back to where it's coming from. That's just my submission. Thank you, my brother. Because since I stay after, let me talk about Kanu. I always come here. I'm not in support of Kanu. I've never, if you watch your platform, but one thing is very clear: the judiciary, they should look into this matter and set him free. There's no reason for him to be behind bar. After what most of the things he said is what is happening today, but he may say it in a different direction. You understand me? That brought a lot of confusion to the entire system. But let them set him free. There's no need for him to be there. A court cannot say someone should go and another person is holding that person. It doesn't make sense. He should go. Let him go. If government want to negotiate anything, they can talk with him, but he should be free. It's overdue. That's just my submission. I don't see any reason why he's there. So I just pray that everybody that is trying to see him being a free man, they work with honesty and do it so that it can be helped. That's just my submission. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless you. All right. Please mute yourself now. Mute yourself first. Thank you very much, Midwest people. The APC, they support NASA, right?
I know they support APC because of the candidate that they support them. Me, I don't even get party say. I just look at people I follow. And so my opinion.
Okay, now the candidate you the support of APC.
Yes.
No, point of correction. You said you believe in APC.
Yes, I believe. I believe in him. I believe in Labour. I believe in PDP.
Then you are an APC person, so you cannot believe in somebody and you are not a member.
Listen, let me not take much time. Look, what is his name? Okberoro is my candidate and currently is APC member, and I stand for APC as far as Edo is concerned.
Now you are talking. You stand for APC. Yeah. You are APC.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Give us a minute. Go ahead. Give your submission. You have 8 minutes. Thank you. Good evening to you.
Well, thank you very much. Good evening to you and the panelists and everyone. Thank you very much, panelists and everyone, for doing this event today. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Comment section, I greet you all. Thank you very much. You know, one thing is the issue of Nigeria. Sometimes you just look at it and you just ask yourself some questions, and because you don't want to come out like as if you are attacking, or you are trying to bring people down. But it's just so sad that sometimes I just wonder if we still have values in that country, if we still have values and integrity in that country. Nnamdi Kanu did not have any issue with anybody, so let him go. You are not doing anybody a favor if you release him, and if you keep him there, you are not doing yourself a favor. You are only extending his tenure. That being said, Nigerians in Qatar, Nigerians in various parts of the world are suffering today. Maybe you are suffering this time too because you have a criminal drug baron in power. These guys, they went everywhere when they got into power looking for investors. Were they able to bring any investor into the country? And we just come here and try to spin some things that sometimes you just look at yourself and you ask yourself some questions like, you want to either I don't know. It just bleeds my heart sometimes. Are we this cheap as a people, as a nation, as a country? Are we this cheap? Are we this cheap as people that we don't even know what we want as a country, or as a people, as a race? Man, these guys, they went everywhere looking for investors. The very first one was France, no investor. They went to India, no investor. Dubai, they leave visa ban, nothing happened. Man, people are suffering today all over the world because of the stigma that this guy brought into government. And you can hear some submission sometimes. It just bleeds my heart, honestly. It just bleeds my heart. Children are suffering in the country today because a criminal drug baron is the one in power. When students, they need student loan, 5 billion naira for student loan. This guy spent 90 billion on Hajj. That was their priority. That was their concern. Akpabio said Nigerians can cry for whatever they want to cry for. They are still going to buy a private jet. And here's some information like, what is going on? Come on. Sometimes you think say you don't want to go for it. Sometimes another thing will bring you go back. Come on. Man, I don't know. Somebody just told you. You think you can come and do what you did in 2023, 2027. It is what happens to happen again. And you hear some submission, just like, what is going on? Are we all Nigerians? Do we even love this country? Are we even sure we want to save this country at all? Do we want to save this country? Man, I really sometimes, man, I don't know, man. It's just so sad, so sad. I mean, you are entitled to your opinion, you are entitled to your own submission, but man, it is in the eyes of the world. A man that cannot even use what Love God was saying earlier is that he cannot even use the yash of a bottle to write his name. The APC candidate cannot even use the head of a bottle or the yash of a bottle to write his name. You are looking for him to come and Nigeria Watch invited him. You have not even seen him. And that person will sit as a governor of his state. They may have tried to do whatever they did against Asue. I mean, he's not my candidate. Because Asue himself has been in government for the past how many years now? Will he tell you he doesn't know the evil that Obaseki was doing against Edo people? Was Asue allegedly not the money bag of Obaseki? Obaseki gave Oshomole award. You think that's for joke? Don't be surprised. Even this Asue removing from his case in court. Obaseki maybe double dialing or double dealing. Because Oshomole said if you come to APC, and don't be surprised tomorrow as well if Obaseki leaves office, he may go and join APC because Oshomole told you guys, once you join APC, your sins are forgiven. Some people even told you that Oshomole deserved the naming of the naming of the Labour House after Oshomole. He deserved it. I'm not a supporter of Asue, but Obaseki and the likes of them, even APC or wherever they call themselves, they don't know what they are doing because they are centralized conference. And they can tell you what they want to tell you about Olumide Akpata. I tell you, there's a candidate in that race that told you that there was nothing that exchanged hand in Labour Party. I mean, everyone can choose to take matters of court. I don't care. Let the court decide on what they want to do. But the question is, are we truly, do you want to save this country at all? Tomorrow you talk here, tomorrow you think this, you thought you have gone forward, and you hear some things and it just bleeds your heart. In the last election, 8 people were pied because one criminal drug baron of the APC must be president. A 19 years old pied himself. And somebody says, man, I don't know. Do we even care for this country? Do we love this country? Do we even love our children? The 10 years old boy, the 12 years old girl that has not seen anything called good governance. Do we even love them? The guy from Imo State, Chinyere, said, what kind of country are we going to leave for our children? The likes of Olesho Ikara told you that 1 year, he doesn't quickly come and give a report on a president until after 1 year. Where is he today? Where is he? This evil man. Now they told the beavers in Edo State, all of a sudden, water destroy beavers. Everything, water destroy them. Can't you go? Is it only in Edo State we have beavers? The same APC that the people are going to in their own primaries. This October was imposed on them, and they told them nobody should go to court. It's on tape. It's on tape. And today people are, man, I don't know. The question is, ask your conscience. Do you care for Nigeria? Do you truly love Nigeria? Or we don't even know what we want? Thank you very much, my brother. I agree.
All right, give us a mandate. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I would like to quickly take just 2 calls here that will take it from here. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Prince, good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. You have 2 minutes. I'm giving everybody two minutes now. Hello. You are not talking, sir. 2 minutes. Talk to us.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Prince Gentleman, calling from UK. Elvis, thank you for your good work. I just want to contribute by making everyone to know that our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is an innocent man. The court has freed him, discharged and unacquitted. Okay, and we are waiting for them to release him. Okay, even as the court has approved for them to release him. Now, the thing that we are asking for everyone to be ready for is to see a way, to be praying for a way for us, everyone to have a better nation. Because under one Nigeria umbrella, we are all, our lives are all at risk. Okay, because without one Nigeria, someone will not be killing you and kidnapping you, and at the same time telling you that you have no right to tell them not to ranch. Okay, as long as we remain under this one Nigeria, that our lawmakers from the Futajelo will be telling us that we must give them a right both to open crazy. Why their children are schooling in abroad, then the other children are roaming in the forest.
All right, thank you.
And they travel to everywhere around the world. They never see people with their car roaming everywhere. You know, but because they have an ulterior motive, that Uruga agenda is still there, is insisting on it, and to make matter worse.
All right, thank you. Your minute is up, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes. Hello. Thank you very much. Mr. Ben, you are calling back again. You have 1 minute.
Yes, I'll go straight to the point.
1 minute.
This month that I spoke earlier, Midwest people. Mr. Midwest, I want to ask you this question. How do you justify the candidacy of that man, Okpebholo of the APC? I know we all have rights of opinion and rights to vote wherever we want to vote. But what vision has this man sown? What is his manifesto? What plan does he have for the people of the states? So it doesn't matter who the man is or what party he's running for, as long as he's APC. That's all that matters. What about the people of the states?
Okay.
The people of the states. You don't care about the people of the states. I also want to say happy 4th of July to all Americans. On the platform, to Black Panther, to Gibbon Tabankin. Thank you very much for all that you do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Innocent, please talk to us. And good evening to you. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know, Mr. Elvis, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope everybody is good in your community.
Yes, sir. We are good. Thank you. Talk to us, sir.
Yes, the one thing that I wanted to say, since this Edo issue has been coming up, I've never, put my, mind in it. I mean, my, word in it. But you see, with what is going on now, what they did with this guy now, I don't have any person that I'm supporting, but I just wanted, Edo to be, if they can be like Abia State. That's all I want. If anybody, any of them can make Edo replicate like Abia State, which we failed to do in Imo State, I will be glad. But you see, the only one other thing that I want to tell the Edo people, especially many of them are on your platform. Now, if Edo people see or experience any fraud in this election coming in, if they let this fraud stand, if they ever let the fraud stand and start waiting for who is going to pull them out to say, refuse this thing, refuse this election, and then they were waiting for somebody, I will say to people, Edo, when you say Edo not carry last, do not say that anymore. You know why? Edo does not have, tribal, people there. There's no tribalism in Edo. There's no religious or Muslim or this thing, which is the national thing. Edo is one Edo. They can have, what they call ethnic, groups, different ethnic groups. But Edo should be one Edo. If there's any rigging, any sign of rigging, and I look at that, and Edo people stand and let that rigging stay, there should be, for me, Edo should stop saying Edo no they carry last.
All right.
You understand?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, your minutes is up. Your minutes is up. 2 minutes I give to you, sir. 2 minutes I give you. You don't finish. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I don't talk too much. But,
yes, we have to keep to the rules, sir. I'm sorry. Madam Origin, you have 1 minute. Madam Origin, off this thing now. Madam Origin, talk to us. You have 1 minute.
My system is delayed. It's delayed.
Okay.
That's why you hear I have kind of few gadgets to get me to.
Okay, talk to us, man. You have 1 minute.
Quickly, I want to go straight to the point. Please, Edo people, I'm begging you. Please remove zero your mind. Just put the zero on your mind and focus on this word. The whole system is rigged against us, against the people of Nigeria. That is where the problem is. So I live in the United States. There are two political parties here, the Democratic and the Republican. Me, I can't even pick up.
All right.
Because of the fundamental thing. I vote as an independent.
Thank you.
And in the United States, they have like a large percent, almost 50% that are independent. If Nigerians can recuse themselves from this thing,
hello, your 1 minute is up, man.
Focus on the person.
Madam Origin. Madam Origin, your 1 minute is up.
Listen to me, Mr. Niger Watch.
No, but I gave others 1 minute, man. Your 1 minute is up.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
One day I'm going to bring my research here
and come to the panel. Then you come to the panel and give it properly. Thank you, ma'am. Good night. You know, Mr. Jude, thanks for calling in, sir. You have 2 minutes. Please, good evening to you, sir. You have 2 minutes. Talk to us.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, good evening.
Thank you, sir. Good evening
to everybody. Let me go straight. You remember when I told you, I said that APC don't want to come for debate, but they must be cooking something that we don't all know. Let Labour not rejoice, so let other people not rejoice that this court judgment came. Because the same stick they used, that's what they will use for everybody. At the end of the day, you will see that we'll just be watching and seeing the abracadabra happen. This man is not talking to anybody. He's not going to any radio station, any TV station to talk. But at the end of the day, they will force him on the people. This is not how democracy runs. This is not how it runs. But shortly before my 2 minutes go, please, I want to bring out something that happened in Southern Kaduna. You see that woman that they kidnapped? They have already killed the first son that is 14 years. And they just released the woman and holding the 3 other children. See, anyway, bye-bye, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right. I'm taking the last call. Okay, Chimize, we lost you there already. Let me just move on to the panel. Thank you very much, everyone, for your patience with us. For those of you just joining us right now, appreciate everyone of you. And God bless you, man. Do your part by pressing on the like button. We have over 590 people watching us, and the likes is very, very discouraging. Please press on the like button. It's very, very important. Ogashimi, you have 1 minute. Talk to us.
Yeah,
1 minute.
Please, Mr. Midwest, I know when Nnamdi Kanu was still on air, you are among the people that's hating them. But now you realize what Nnamdi Kanu was saying. Now he tried to be preaching Nigeria for them to leave him. Now, you know, you supporting Edo, you supporting Beworo. The man who cannot speak English, just even the pidgin English is in fact, even my mother in the village can even speak more than him.
All right.
Believe me. So please, I don't know how.
Thank you.
Giving Edo APC. You don't like Edo people.
All right, your 1 minute is up, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, I appreciate every one of you, my people. Let me call on the next person on the panel to speak to us quickly so that we can move on. Peace Soft, it's good to have you on the show, sir. You have 8 minutes. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, your line is not very clear, but is manageable.
Okay, thank you very much.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Your line is bad, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead then.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for my co-panelists and the commentator and everybody on the platform. God bless you. You see, it's not a new thing to me. It's not a surprising thing to me that the court took this decision on PDP. It's very clear from beginning. I mean, except we just want to be sentimental. We just want to, we don't want to look at the reality on ground. So I don't believe the fact that people are saying Abuja has hands in this judgment. I don't believe that. Even APC was removed from Rivers State during APC because of their primary election. It was not conducted right, and the judge said you are out, and they were removed from the ballot. That was all through during Buhari's administration. So PDP should have learned from that, knowing fully well that there is a judgment all the way to the Supreme Court that you cannot break the rules of your own party and then expect to go scot-free, except your party member decide not to take it up against you. If they decide not to do that, to just let you go, that's fine. But if they're going to take it on with you, believe me, you're going to bear the consequences. It's not a new thing in Nigeria. Zamfara, the same thing. That one was even sworn in, the one of Zamfara State. The governor was sworn in. He was already a governor. And then his own election was notified on the basis of primaries. So it's not a new thing. It's not just a new thing at all. So these guys, They are completely gone. Remember, we said on this platform, I said it on this platform, I said, Asue Ighodalo has lost in an advance because I look at all the cases against him, they are valid cases against him. I don't know anything about Olumide Akpata. I have not really done the research on whether he has any case in court. But if it's the same team, believe me, they'll kick him out too. If it's the same team, but I don't know. I have no knowledge about his own case in any court. You know, that's for that. And for the lawyer that was saying that that it was not that wasn't the ruling. But I can't really understand the lawyer. You said that wasn't the ruling, but you want to appeal. What are you going to appeal for? See, these guys just believe that we're stupid. They think that we don't have sense. You want to appeal a judgment, but you are saying that wasn't the correct information that's put right there. If your primary has been nullified, your candidate has been dropped. Automatically, INEC will remove your candidate from the ballot. It's simple as that. You can go and appeal, believe me, to the Supreme Court, he will come back. PDP has no candidate in this election. Believe me, has no candidate. It's been settled a long time ago. No, but people just don't know this because they don't have access to this information that things like this are even happening. It's even shocking to people that news like this will come out. But to us, it's not a shock. We know that definitely at the end of the day, if PDP does not settle their internal crisis, that they're going to end up not having a candidate, during this election. And for Kanu's case, I don't really understand. You see, the federal government is still holding Kanu very, very strong. It's really, really painful, but I will still say that his current handlers are not handling the case very well, which is his lawyers. You see, this current lawyer is just a social media content creator. That's my own opinion. He's just a social media content creator. I looked at all the cases, all the things that he did, asking a judge to tell federal government that Kanu is ready to take a political. Those were not, it simply means that he doesn't even know the channel to approach for Kanu to be released. There's a channel. Nigeria is a nation, and it has layers of operations. So you cannot beat those channels. You must be able to work with those channels. You can't just become a social media pretend, this, that. No. It's a nation. This is a nation. Kanu has so many enemies. Some things are not even meant to be said by his own lawyers on a public on media, and he did that. So a lot of people are aware now that Kanu is ready to take a political solution. What do you think his enemies are going to be doing? They're definitely going to fight hard. We shouldn't just think that the president is all and all. That's not true. It might just be some people's belief. Believe me, there are people who tell the president, you do that shit, you're out. He won't take that step. So that's why some things are not supposed to be said on social media by his own legal counsel. This counsel is just a content creator. I believe if it was Ifeanyi Ejiofor, which is the former lawyer, Kanu would have been out. The moment Kanu agreed that he's going to take a D, Kanu would have been out without noise. Because the guy would follow the proper channel, the proper layers, and get the right things done. Because now that he has agreed, this other guy just came on air and blew things up on the internet. And Kanu's enemies, everybody, people who does not, there are people who don't want Kanu to be released. Powerful people who the president listens to and respects and respond to. So you cannot do things on social media all the time. Some things are not meant for public consumption. The guy just messed Kanu's case up. But I hope that, the federal government, I hope that this lawyer retrieve his own step and, and begin to work, underground to get his clients released. I really hope so. I pray that everything is okay. In Nigeria case, I'm in Nigeria, right? I'm in Nigeria. The case is very, very pathetic. Everybody. If we continue with the mindset that I see on ground, I could understand, give us Amade's pain. I feel his pain. If you saw what's happening on ground in Nigeria, forget it. This mindset can never build a nation. The mindset I see on ground can never build a nation. Never. How? Everybody is so, I don't get it. We are so sentimental, tribalistic. It's so crazy. How could we build a nation with this type of mindset? with this type of mindset. The economy is so bad, and people will still come on air. People still come out to defend these things, and they don't even have money. I don't even think of anyone saying that they want to vote APC. I don't have any candidate here too, but because of the state, the country, the Nigeria as a state, there should be no reason APC should win an election in a state. There should be no reason. You can't look at this economy and still go and put your votes on APC. How about? That would be a sin. You might just be committing sin against God and humanity. And such person should be punished, either by God or whoever. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, peace of God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. The last person on the panel, which is Oga CM, is he still with us? Okay, yes. Oga CM, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Mr. Najawa, I never talk.
Okay, you come as well. I don't know. I don't forget to. Okay, let Oga CM talk.
I'm not coming
Okay,
outside. Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. And to the listeners and viewers, wherever you may be, all protocols, please, like I usually say, duly observed. I thank everybody. I will start from where I stopped yesterday. I said yesterday I will tell the people my candidate today, and that is what I'm going to do. Everything considered, Asue Ighodalo is my candidate. Asue is a cool head, a steady hand.
Hey, Oga CN, you can't break table today. What did happen?
Listen, no. That's where I stopped. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't predict what will happen today. So, but that's what I said yesterday, isn't it? You can bear me witness.
But they still don't sack your candidate now.
Listen, waiting, Haba. That is the judgment of man. It's not the judgment of God.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Which one be the judgment? Are you a pastor?
Because well, I'm not.
Let us talk now.
But I believe
Not the
in
judgment of man, not judgment of God.
But I believe in God. That is my own. You may believe in what is it called? This pen I'm holding is up to you, but I believe in God. Anyway, to me, because I've taken my time. In fact, I made contacts as much as I can, my little me, just to make sure. First, what I did was to take a holistic view of the problem facing Edo State. Edo is an integral part of Nigeria, strategically located, very, very much endowed, historically gifted, archaeologically emancipated in every way. If there is what they call a cradle of human civilization in Nigeria, I think Edo can contest for it. I'm not saying they will be, but they have every right to claim. But that is about history. So I've taken my time to say Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world, meaning that there are poverty in Nigeria, Edo State inclusive. Probably the degree may vary. Nigeria is underdeveloped. The world look at it like that. Edo State is also part of it. Though the degree of underdevelopment may vary from one place to the other. Nigeria is ravaged by terrorism, violence, insecurity. Yes, Edo State is part of it. Probably the degree will vary from one state or one area to the other. So in other words, Edo is not immune from the suffering of Nigeria. So I start by saying, because I approached a lot of people, there's what they call poverty mapping. I made a suggestion and the team took it because I'm in touch. I said, when you get to Edo State, you have to do poverty mapping. 18 local governments cannot be, the rate of poverty or degree of poverty cannot be the same. Some might be higher than the other. Some, as a result, it might not be their fault. It might be historical because of their position or maybe exposure. So a good governor should do poverty mapping and know where to use what they call comparative advantage to address the problem of the people. I discussed it and it was bought wholeheartedly. I have my contacts. So when I say this, then unemployment, I said yes, because you can't tell me that everybody, if you finish from Uniben or Eboma or whatever it is, you get a job in Edo State. I don't think it is true. But then you can start from somewhere. You have to take the statistics. Every local government must have a job center or a start. If you finish, go there and register. Just to enable you plan. As an economist, it was adopted. That's what I've been doing my research since before I come out. Though they adopted it as a springboard, such that if you now want to compete, say, look, you want to bring investment, you have a steady manpower. I have in every local government, I can boast of so and so that you can employ. And then if you feel that they have the skill mix, you want to upgrade it, all you need to do is you go to that local government headquarters, told those people come, maybe because people think of skill in terms of IT. It can be another thing. You go there and do it. That is part of helping them. Now, some people may dream that you can be in Edo and get job in America working online. How do you go about it? These are some of the things. So this is part of it. Now, to the big elephant in the room, ability to deflate the bill. I mean, the what is it called? The debt of Edo State. How much is being owed? Because you must inherit debt, irrespective of whoever takes over. When we sat down this, it is really not the debt, not the size that really matter, but what you do with it or what led to the size. That is the issue. So there must be an audit of why, even if you are owing, say, 100 naira and somebody is owing 1,000 naira, it might be that the person who is owing 1,000 naira did something that is tangible. In other words, that's something that can pay back, or something that you can say, well, yes, I mean, given in the course of time, this can be paid back. But the person that used 100 naira, that is owing 100 naira, might use it to eat something. I mean, just, wasted it. In which case, for you to pay it, you have to go and borrow. So we thought about this. We looked at debt portfolio totally, and then there's something like a consensus that the way you approach it is, first of all, do an audit. Know where, if it was agreement that wasn't signed very well, or agreement that can be deferred, or can be, I mean, sort of varied. And then, what did it use for? Be free. Stand on the, what is it called? How they call you can, how do they say it? Step on toes and bring people, not with the intention, because when we hear probe might always be you steal. No. Bring people to say, come, we need to have a clarification on this. Is there any way that we want to know what really happened? Because some may link to so many things. I said that way you be open about it. After all, you didn't cause it if you are coming in. So this is part of governance. But as much as possible, you must try to justify what you are doing in the light of the overall public good. I said this, and it was taken too, because the way we are talking. Now, the next thing is, in all this, people say there is insecurity everywhere in Nigeria. What is insecurity? I'm not secured. Maybe I can't visit my village, or maybe I'm afraid of doing one thing or the other, or bringing investment in which it cannot be guaranteed. So what do you do? Security does not just mean at the cities. If every family in Edo is secured, the entire state is secured. If every town is secured, the entire local government that makes up the entire town, every town it means that every local government is secured. And if every local government is secured, the entire state is secure. So you start from the grassroots. I said, no matter how crude it sounds, there should be this layer of what is it called, the vigilante services, whereby you recruit people from their ancestral home. That is where their land. They should be trained. Their remit, their boundary cannot pass their village, because they know the Appian way very well. With the intention that you might not have the power to arrest, but you, as much as possible, you inform the divisional police officer covering that place, so that people will even know that there is security guarding their town, and whatever happens, they should be arrested, they are answerable. This is where the money will go. Perception, most times, is even much preferred than results. So people will now say, yes, something is happening. And as far as I know, the whole place cannot be a failure. Yes, there may be a failure one way or the other. It cannot all just be a failure. Then to do the, what is it called? Part of investment, because when we talk of investment, we are thinking of maybe one company from Germany or from America. Forget about those. I said, I propose this. You can get every community is money if they want to farm or want to do petty trading. Let's say you gave, let's say 10 people 1 million naira, 10 million. The chances of 6 people succeeding may be high, but that 4 that will succeed will cover the cost of the 6. That is to
1
say that
minute, sir.
6.
1
I'm
minute.
sorry. That is to say that the 6 failed. So if part of this, that's why I really have. Maybe I will come back second time. So when these are part of the things I did, and it was the way we discussed it. It was carried, and I said, yes, this is the sure man to do it. So when I say Asue Ighodalo is a cool head, I know what I'm saying. A steady hand, above all, a focused mind. He will do the job. A consummate professional. I'm not trying to. That's why I believe in individual. If anybody, there are a lot of them that are qualified, but I feel he has the edge because of his managerial acumen, and that is what is needed. That's what I feel because I know the problem. I really analyze it. There are other ones, but these are the big ones that if you tackle these 4 key ones, definitely the other ones will fall in line. People might say, what of about healthcare? What of infrastructure? We know you can tar road. But people will tell you if you tar road, there's nobody visiting from Canada, America. It doesn't make sense. So all those ones are capital intensive. But as much as possible, I want people to be able to feed. Because if people can be able to do something, give them something. Look, business does not. There's no way you go and you learn it the real practical way. You can't learn it in school. Otherwise, Igbo people cannot just be businessmen and enterprising. All it takes is that you take the risk. Like I
Right.
told them. Oh, is it time now? Oh God.
But I don't give you 1 minute just now. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me leave it like for now. I will come
Yes,
back
your
later.
finance will round up. Yes.
Mr. Elvis.
Hold on, sir. Don't worry. You'll come to your final submission. You'll talk, sir. Just hold on.
Mr. Elvis.
Please. Oga CM, congratulations for letting us know your candidate. Henceforth, Oga CM's candidate is Dr. Asue Ighodalo. So that means there's so much hope for PDP people right now that this fight will never finish. Anyway, let's continue. The last person on the panel, before I call you, Oga Chris, I'd like to appreciate Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you very much, sir, for your super chat. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Yes, that's why I just said it is not over until it's over. Me, I'm surprised. Oga CM just comes scatter everywhere. They said that they nullify person. Then people are still supporting the person. That makes me say there's so much fight, expected in Benin, in those states. Meanwhile, Oga Chris, thank you, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you. You have 8 minutes. Talk to us, sir.
Good evening, sir, Mr. Nanjawaj, and good evening, everybody on the panel. And good evening, people in the comment section. It's good to be with you all again. And good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you for all you do. And everybody listening to us from all over the world, good evening. And it's good to have you on board. As for me, Mr. Nanjawaj, thank you for the videos that you played and the articles that you read to us. For Nnamdi Kanu, I think, like I've said before, we are just playing with something we don't know what the outcome would be later. In my view, if you've convicted somebody or you want to try somebody, you are arresting somebody in a democracy, you have to make a pathway. It's either you do something, you have to take this man to court, you have to either try this man or you follow the judgment that has been passed on the case of this man. You can't just hold him in totality for what you cannot even accuse him of. All your courts have looked at his case and they have discharged this man. They have found nothing to hold against him. Now the man is opened up for discussion. The Southeasterners that the government has been putting, or the people, they've been putting the blame on. These people are ready to talk. Everybody is on the negotiating table. Yet the federal government is not willing. So all these backstories that we've been hearing, that Nnamdi Kanu is the problem, the Southeasterners, they are the problem, or whatever. I think they are all just feeble excuses. Because in a case like this, if the federal government really wants to release Nnamdi Kanu, I believe they will do it. If the federal government wants to obey the courts, they will do it, because the other things they are doing, nobody forced them to do it. when they want to build house for the vice president at a cost of 15 billion naira, there was no pressure for them to do it. They just woke up and they did it. And all the funds that the federal government has been borrowing left, right, and center, they didn't need any pressure group to kind of pressurize them to take those funds. No, they just woke up and they discovered that this is something they can do. And they did it. After all, they have the federal parliament in their hands, with just a rubber stamp. It's on their beck and call. So they can always do anything they want to do if they choose to. So the argument that they need encouragement from the people from the southeast or from Nnamdi Kanu and shouldn't hold, even if that's the case. But they have this encouragement, yet they don't want to release this money. I think for the benefit of Nigeria and for the interest of fair play to other people that have agitated for their regions, I think it's just in place. It's proper to release this man and let him go. Whatever deal you want to cut with him, the earlier you do it, the better, so that there can be calm and stability in the southeast, which extra used to be one of the coolest regions in the nation. And the injustice and the everything, the atrocities going on in the southeast, it's just becoming too much. I think this is unfair and it is unacceptable in every ramification you look at it. Then for the judgment, the PDP judgment, for me, I don't really say anything exciting about the judgments. Yeah, and it's even not, it's something that people outside the PDP should even be celebrating. I think the celebration should just be zeroed to Philip Schreiber's camp, because they were the one that were excluded unlawfully from that ill-fated primaries. Yeah, and the APC, they might have a hand in this, but the fact of the case, if we have to look at it, and the fact of the case supports the judgment today, because these guys were excluded, and it's not the first time. I think somebody was mentioning the Zamfara case. That was even a case of a sitting governor, because of the way the APC conducted their primaries. I think that's the total delegates and everything. They lost everything to the candidate of even the opposition, the PDP. Also in 2018, no, 2019, that was what happened in Rivers State, when you have Wike on one side, then you have Magnus Abe and Tony Ekole on the side of the APC. Magnus Abe, Tony Ekole, and Amechi, they couldn't resolve on who is to be the APC candidate in Rivers State. And they did what they were doing, and people said it was actually Wike that caused that commotion in the APC. And at the end of the day, the courts also nullified that primaries. That was how Wike literally didn't have any opposition from the APC in the election that brought Wike to his second term in power. So this thing has happened before, even against the APC, the sitting government. So that's just that for me. So for the Labour Party, especially, I think we have our, how do I put that now? We have our task cut out for us. It's not to be celebrating whatever is going on in the PDP, because we also have our issues to deal with. Our focus is how to elect and to ensure that the obedient, they are victorious in all these. Because trust me, the APC and co and the other parties, they are just the little fries in this equation. They are just the indisposable factors in this equation. The main problem that they are solving for, the APC government is solving for, is the obedient and the Labour Party, the effect of the obedient and the Labour Party. That's their headache in this election. So what they are doing with the candidacy of the PDP is just a child's play, because at the time they come for the Labour Party, I think we'll all be ready. That's why I've always advocated that we stay focused and let's talk more about our candidates. Let's focus on what our candidate has promised to do, the strength of our candidate, and if we continue to push, let Edolites know why they should vote Barrister Lumide Akpata. Let Edolites understand why the Labour Party, the candidacy of Barrister Lumide Akpata is not negotiable in any guise you look at it. If you are obedient, you understand that obedience is, Edo State is the headquarters of the obedient movement, then you ought to do everything possible to ensure that the obedient, they make a statement, they have a bragging right. This election, we understand what's going on in Nigeria. We all know that it's about destroying the structure of criminality. And no matter how you look at it, the PDP, the APC, they are the problems of this country. They are the originator. Every problem of this country can be traced to these two parties. So anything we can do to remove these people from power is in order, because the obedient movement, this is the direct opposite to what the PDP and the APC stands for. The obedient movement is the same kind of movement in Kenya. These are the youth. These are people that mean well, people that want good government for the nation, people that want a shift, a complete paradigm shift from the status quo. This is what the obedience stands for. Anything outside of this, it's not obedience, it's what you want to do, which is okay. And I want to say, Mr. Nanjawaj, good evening again, and thank you for the opportunity to contribute.
All right, Mr. Chris, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'd like to appreciate Madam Iris Finance. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. The pocket never run dry. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Jaja. I appreciate every one of you. And God bless you. And guys, do your part. Press on the like button. Let our voices go forward. We're going to have the second round now so we can end the show. It's already over 3 hours. So this time, please use your 4 minutes properly rather than coming in later, Mr. Elvis, Mr. Elvis. No, please just use your 4 minutes to say what you want to say now so that we can round up on time. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you now. Thank you so much for your understanding. I'll come to the first person on the panel today, which is Black Panther. Black Panther, please, if you are there, talk to us. You have 4 minutes, your final submission. Anybody that is not there, you are going to get 2 minutes. 2 minutes. To be honest, 2 minutes later on, that's what you're going to get. Let me move on. Madam, look, please, if you are there, give us a final submission. 4 minutes, man.
Thank you very much, Mr. Niger Watch, for this wonderful day again today. The struggle continues with the political shenanigans in Nigeria and Edo State, and more agitations for Mr. Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Well, the fight is still there, and even though we cannot come out en masse, I think it is a little bit, well, the story is too old now for us to start making a new agitation. So all we can do is still going on the ground, going through his lawyers, going through these kinsmen who are really for him, to make sure he comes out to be with his family. And like I said, to continue, like Julian Assange, whatever agitations he wishes to propose to free Nigeria from the shackles that are holding us. And yes, Mr. Barrister Okonkwo also talked about the open grazing. I forgot that part where Mr. Jonathan was talking about it. I can't imagine that this is still going on in 2024, where the governors of some states are passing behind the backs of the people to cede land to people from God knows where. And like Mr. Barrister Okonkwo said, nobody said Nigerians should not leave wherever they want to live. The question is, are these Nigerians? And the answer is no, they are not Nigerians. This is just the overall plan to Islamize Nigeria and take over Nigeria, to give to the hands of the Fulani headsmen. That is the militian ground that will do any bidding in case people decide to object to anything. You're showing us on the news how people, Fulanis, have taken over the judiciary in the Southwest. So whatever happens now, everything goes in their favor because they're putting all their people in strategic positions, while we sit down and look and complain about every other thing except the most personal freedom of our shelter, our homeland, our birthright. So yes, Barrister Okonkwo said it. We keep talking about Mr. Nnamdi Kanu to be free, and he has to be free. And as for Asue Ighodalo and Mr. Asue Ighodalo, I would like to hear from what they have to say from their camp. I would like to hear from him personally to see when this was taking place and what was happening. But like I said, the story goes on. We still have a long way to go to the elections. We wonder who is next, but we are all aware that APC is on a mission to take over Edo State, and it is happening gradually. But like I said, the struggle continues, and we'll watch and see what happens. Thank you very much again, Niger Watch family. It's good to be back again.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Destiny, please, if you are there, sir, your 4 minutes starts now. Thank you. Good evening to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nanjawat. Good evening, and I greet everybody once again. Good evening and good afternoon.
We can't hear you. There's noise in your background. Can't you just speak without we not hear noise all the time?
But no, it's not supposed to hear because now let me just deal.
No, there's this breeze. Breeze is affecting us.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. I really, I don't even know where I want to start. Mr. C, now you try for this decision what you take. I really, I surprised. Say you don't follow some kind of road. You better say you damn more people when they talk through somehow. Because if person really say me that they need party, the way some people continue to talk for the for this our black phone, but they come later they support. Definitely not be waiting that they fight for and they really they fight for because are they only talk me I not they support any of them all those big parties. Nobody where they support for side. If we really they fight for them for the good Nigeria, nobody to support Olumide because what did they happen for APC, for PDP, it happen for Labour. Unless we they talk say we just the support, not be because say now to stand for the truth. Because Labour Party right now, not even did that position. And if one use as person where they okay, really where CV carry weight fast. I already talk about nobody for you go employ Olumide for you picking made the teacher. He leave as well. If two of the firm work on your company, with the two of the CV, because only thing whether they talk for Olumide CV now, what they call them, Nigeria Bar Association, The answer will know many things whether they talk about because like APC own. But I surprised when I see person where the Europe here when they talk about APC candidate. First, whenever I never see her for any television for one day. When they explain, give them those people to see what I want to do. The person for Europe they support her. We they try, but we get mad, sir. And we still they use some of our governor for our country where we did. We still give example. In any governor for country where we did when we campaign or contest for any post, you know, go they work up and that for different television panda. They explain, they tell us how I want to do, how I know they do, how I would work up. Professor, we know they see for 30. Everybody fighting saying now people who did Nigeria mostly they support that man. But I shock. So we should get mad like that. They support this kind of thing. That's we never talk. One okay, wait till you take off. I confuse this man when talk for you now say in they support the man for APC. Waiting the man don't talk because me never hear that talk. Now only Maison and Erosion and the other one. Now only those 3 places I don't see her talk. I never see any of the video where they fly. See waiting don't talk. Say one give to people. And the other one I say it go anything where the chairman there, the godfathers they talk. Now he go do before he go take any decision. He go wait for them first before he go take any decision. Finish. Then happens now. Where they into social media, where they get data, they listen, they see what they happen for everywhere. We can't get mind to support person for APC. Well, Mr. Nada, we get my sir. Thank you. Even in our money, say we suppose leave the money. Say, me, this money not good. I'm not seeing our money. I say, even if we suppose say, I not get enough to shop this one. Even if we not get conscience, just say, I not fit take this one. Man, leave on. Thank you.
Mr. Destiny, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let me come to the next person. Mr. Jonathan, please give us a final submission. 4 minutes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, thank you. You see, let me first of all start. Dr. CM, I don't know if you are still on the platform, but I know that whenever you are around, you always leave your camera. Okay, Mr. CM, thank you very much. See, I want to say thank you. I respect your character. Today, I must say that openly. I respect your character, your doggedness, and your determination to stand for the truth. I respect it. And you earn it from me. Everything that we all stand for today, I want to assume, but I can speak for myself, is good Nigeria, good governance. Everything that is coming from Labour Party is in the direct opposite of that. How I wish Nigeria will have what is called the prevention, what they call the preferential voting system, where you can rank the people you will vote for. I will say it loud and clear. Labour Party will be bottom. If they say, who is my number 1, number 2, number 3, Labour Party will be my bottom. Because it's a disappointment to what we all stand for. Not history, not even 6 months, 7 months, not even a year ago. Right in front of our eyes. Look at what they are doing. Look at where we are with Labour Party. And I will stand and support that party. It cannot be. It can't. If anything, even if it has to be a protest, a message to them, yes, let it be a message that, look, get your ass right. Put your house in order. Don't take us for granted. Their primary should have been unblemished primaries. That it will have been completely super bulletproof primaries if they actually stood for democracy, transparency, and honesty. There will be no way to label that primary, but here we are, because of the crooked leadership that is there. If anything, my action today is a protest. I'm protesting the leadership of Labour Party. And if I have to vote, if it were to be a presidential election and Labour Party is still what it is today, my vote will be a protest vote against Labour Party. Because I will look the other way to other candidates. And I have my candidates as far as Edo State election is concerned. Labour Party as it stands is a disappointment. We should all protest. At least the minimum. Everything starts from the party and then it graduates on and on. It starts from the party is the fundamental, is the foundation. But here we are with Labour Party. And then I will still supporting them. In other words, I'm a Superman enabler. I'm enabling them to continue doing what they are doing. No, that will not happen for me as a Nigerian. And I know there are millions of Nigerians like-minded like myself that will not permit that or support that. You can vote for any. APC is completely out of the table. You can look at, if you want to say candidates, yes, even if you want to say, okay, let's put party, even for the sake of argument, let's just agree. Let me just agree for a second that, okay, let's put party aside. Let's just put party aside. Even at that, there are still better candidates than the one that Labour Party put forward. A total colossal disappointment from what we all stand for from 2023 to date. just to conduct a simple primary that we can be proud of, the democracy that we're talking about. We messed it up at the party level, and we're talking of electoral reform at the national level. Isn't that an indictment? Mr. Elvis, I will leave it at that. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Abdul Malik, if you're there, you're 4 minutes, sir.
Okay, Nigeria, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You see, I see it's good that everybody have your opinion, your option. Whatever you want to support, you have the right to understand. But for me, I see no reason why somebody is still supporting APC and PDP, because if you take a look, what is happening now today in Nigeria for almost past 25 years is the cause of APC and PDP. There is nothing good will come out of those parties, or those two parties. Yes, take a look at early 2000. They awarded Niger Delta contract, federal road to Nnamdi, which is 30 billion naira, which is then. It did not complete anyone. It did not do anyone. And Nnamdi was the chairman of the national chairman of PDP for national PDP chairman then. PDP and APC, there is nothing will come out for PDP and APC. They have been failing off for a long time. We need to drop those two parties and change party if we can improve. And somebody tell me about CV. Are we going to ECV? It's not where you work. After work, what did you achieve? Which achievement did you make there? Or which history? What did you do? Yeah, it's not just to work. You have CV, you have this. CV is not in paper. Certificate is just like paper. Paper that they write something on. Understand? Yes. It's not when you work. After work, what did you achieve? What did you achieve there? That is the question. Yes. I see no reason why, because for me, when you are still supporting APC and PDP, even it doesn't make sense to me. Because I will tell you reason why. Because there is nothing will come out good for PDP and APC. 25 years from now, just calculate. Somebody like a kid that was born 25 years is a graduate from school. But till today, there is nothing good in Nigeria to update. Why those parties, now are they going to perform? No matter the party that came out from those two parties, they can never deliver. I bet you they can never deliver good to Nigeria people. Edo is my state. You guys should not vote for PDP and APC. They are failures for a long time. Change another party if we can improve in the state. Look at, they are the one that have been ruling us for 25 years. There is nothing good come out of that state till today. Just take a look at Abia State now. Just another new party just come to Abia State, which is Labour Party. Just like 1 year. What Edo State have never achieved for 25 years. Only 1 year, Alex Oti have achieved it. Only 1 year in office. What other states have never achieved for 25 years. Only 1 year, Alex Oti have achieved everything. After we are still campaigning for APC and PDP. There is nothing good will come out from those parties. We need to change those two parties. Thank you very much. Thank you, Elvis.
Okay, Oga Abdul Malik, thank you, sir. Thank you. Nothing good will come from APC and PDP. Okay, let me come to the next person according to how it is on the table. I would like to come to Midwest people. Midwest people, for your day, sir. Your final submission, 4 minutes.
Good evening, sir. I greet everybody. I would like to answer, because some people have, tried to throw some questions to me that the candidate of APC cannot speak English, whether simple and correct or a pidgin English. Naturally, we as a human being, there are
sometimes we all have one shortcoming and the other. First of all, the guy's name is Akpakomiza. It's more or less like a nickname. So because of the challenges that he was having from his birth, that's why they gave him that name. He passed through a lot. He's a stammerer by nature, and such people have difficulties in speaking. But however, that does not mean they are not intelligent. So he tried to manage it. It is a challenge. But I want to tell my Edo people, look, in this life, people always have shortcomings and they have performed well. During Angela Merkel regime in Germany, and that was one of the best regimes that led European Union into wet. But the finance minister and someone that was in charge of that economy was on a wheelchair. He cannot stand, he cannot do anything. That does not stop him not to perform very well. I will tell you, when Israel was confronted with a total elimination, a man with one single eye have to lead the army into victory. So people always have shortcoming one way or the other. Edo people should drop emotion. Just look at the past 4 years ago, what we did for Obaseki. We were carried away with emotion, no godfatherism. Today, the court judgment is as a reflection of godfatherism. If there were open feed for all the candidates to try their luck, these are just party people, not me and you going there to say, okay, this is the one that the delegate will now vote and say this guy a bench. After counting, is transparent as a party, as a family. Nobody will take anybody to court. Or even if they decide to arrange things with it themselves properly, everybody will be satisfied. But here come a governor that we, through emotion, we fought for, that there should not be automatically become a godfather. He want to impose everything upon everybody. Now today, look at what happened to Ighodalo. Ighodalo is just like him. That's why God allowed it to happen, because he would have campaigned, he would have made him to understand that, look, I love you supporting me, but make this thing free and fair. We are all one party people. But because he himself is also like Obaseki, there's no difference. They are good in talking, they are fluent in talking, in conviction, but in reality, their heart is hardened like a stone. They are just like demon in human forms. There's no way you can separate both of them. I'm just sorry if that word is so harsh, you know. But these are hardened people in their heart. They talk convincing. The truth of the matter is this: I want to tell my Edo people, the way they structure Nigeria from top to the bottom, there is no way that country can move forward. Be prayerful not to fall victim for someone that will sell you and your land and walk away, like what Obaseki have been trying to do for the last 4 years. So let us not use the shortcoming of someone's inability to talk fluently to just say this person, he can't do anything. What he was saying is this: I will not take decision. I will consult with people before taking critical condition. That is how society is built. And again, he also promised that the diaspora now, he will create a commission for them so that we can also have that say, because our strength is what is moving Edo. It is what is still keeping Edo today. Obaseki supposed to. Thank you, Najawo. Let me just end it there. I think I've answered those people who believe that he cannot speak and he's not good. Nobody should support him. My dear, we are all Nigerians. PDP, APC, Labour, these 3 major parties. Just look at all of them and see the whole confusion that is inside. You will understand what I'm talking about.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Midwest people. It's good to have you on the show today, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, I would like to see if P-Soft is there. P-Soft, are you with us? If you are there, 4 minutes final submission, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, you see, this PDP issue and APC Labour Party is all funny. It's all funny to me. Kind of like we're here. We need a better Nigeria, and we wanted things to work out very well, and we want justice in our society. During the presidential election, a lot of people were disenfranchised from voting. And then we see that happening in PDP in primary election. So let's assume that they had their way with that primary election, and then the same thing would have repeated himself during the governorship election in Edo State. But that's not what we want. We want people to be able to choose their candidate. Let them choose. Let them feed. Let them produce a candidate for the for Edo State, for the people, not someone trying to impose a candidate on the people. Obaseki probably they have messed up because maybe he's because the level of desperation he's trying to impose a governor on the Edo people, it shows that he's messed up. Probably he's looking for someone who could cover up for him for some of the things he's doing. You see, it's very, very sad that we will still be celebrating people like that. We don't want Godfather in Edo State. I made it very clear to my friends, to everybody. No Godfather. It's not going to happen. We said it already. It's not going to happen. We'll do everything in our power to ensure that it does not happen. It's not going to happen. Except, see, we are very much interested. Remember, I said it on this part. Very much interested in the Edo State election. Up till now, I've not chosen the candidate because the future is still going on. So if Labour Party is also the same thing, if they had the same issue, believe me, they're going to be kicked out. If they had the same issue, they're going to be kicked out. You have to be clean. You have to be clean. We want a clean society. We want our society to be clean. We want people to say, okay, yeah, you choose you choose that governor. So if he's good for you, that's fine. If he's not good for you, then you criticize him. That's it. But for someone to come to try to impose a governor on us again, it's not going to happen. He himself said it. So we are holding up Obaseki by his own words. He said there's never a gay. We're never going to have a godfather in Edo State. He even told us to resist him. So we are following him, his own footsteps. There's never a gay. We're never going to have a godfather in Edo State. We resist him with whatever we have, everything. Anyway, he's already gone anyway. That is now left between APC and Labour Party. Between APC and Labour Party, I'm going to find out if Labour Party actually had the same thing. If they had the same thing, they'll be kicked out. They'll also be kicked out. I don't care. All we care about is justice. You know, look at what happened in Rivers State today as well. Those guys have been restated back by the appeal courts from Abuja. After I tried to check their cases, they've never actually written a formal letter to the party that they've resigned, that they are decamping. So by law, they are still a member of PDP. By law, even though we have sentiment, oh, we don't like them, but it does not change nothing. It does not change nothing because they didn't write official letter. If you are decamping, you write an official letter. There's no official letter that they joined APC. There's no official letter that they are out of PDP. They may be saying it with their words, but it does not hold by law. But according to the Nigerian Constitution, they are still members of PDP, and they've been restated back. That's it. People might like it, people might not like it. Nobody cares. That's just the law. You don't want that law, change it. That's it. You don't want the law, you don't want that constitution, then you change it. According to the constitution, they are members. And now Fubara is going to be on the hot seat, big time, on a very hot seat. You see, I really appreciate this platform. I appreciate everybody that are here talking. You know, we're trying to educate our people, you know, and we're also being educated on this platform. I really appreciate Nigeria Watch. God bless you. I appreciate everybody, every speaker. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peacesoft. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, let me come to the next.
Mr. Elvis.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Elvis, sorry, just 10 seconds. I'm just glued to my TV watching your election in UK, and something came out that, you know, I saw it and I got so emotional. You see the way they are presenting the election result. The entire constituency, almost 600 of them, they are on TV live. Each one of them, they capture them one by one, over almost 600. So you can see.
Who won?
No, they are about to start announcing the exit poll now. The
Okay.
entire almost 600.
Okay.
I mean,
all right, thank you. I hope Nigeria grow to that someday. You know, sad. But nevertheless, Black Panther, go ahead, talk to us, your final submission.
Nigeria Watch, thank you for giving us another opportunity to speak. I hope you can hear me clearly. I want to say here that I believe in everybody's analysis, and I scrutinize the analysis. Everybody have a right to pick 10th. But one thing I know, if you are picking 10th, every factor must be taken into consideration. The factor of he has a CV of business icon. That one is out of the place. The factor, other factors you can take into consideration, but the factor that he has a business iconage, that one has already been disputed, because the person that came into Edo State as the present governor was a cool-headed person, has all the technocrat ability, has all the business ability, and exactly what CM presented, that was exactly what the past governor gave us about Obaseki. And what did we get? We got this that we are looking at. And I believe that everybody knows the wisdom of our forefathers. They said, a goat cannot give birth to a dog. That way. And what Mr. CM analyzed, he didn't take in recognizance in research, one, factors. He didn't mention the factors. What he was talking about was just poor. They don't need the infrastructure. They need food and security. That was a poor research to me. Because we have to take into consideration the political factor itself.
Excuse me, I didn't say they don't need infrastructure. Please play back what I said.
That was a wrong. You can dispute that.
How can you lie to me?
You can dispute that. You can dispute that.
When I'm still alive,
I didn't say you said it. I didn't say you said it.
You said they didn't need it. You know what you said now.
I said you said you played down on. Let me retrieve it and say it this way. You played down on the infrastructures.
You said they said
play
they
more
didn't
on.
need
Wait,
it.
now let me talk.
You said they
played
didn't
down
need
on infrastructure. Wait.
Not play down. Not play down.
Understand me. You play low on infrastructure.
Oh God.
On security and other things that you took as your factors. And one, you didn't go in history on how Obaseki came into power the first tenure. For you to go out there, you say you research with one person, that person might be biased or myopic in his reasoning. Wait. I'm analyzing you now for the world to hear.
Is it not what I said here? You can't analyze me.
Okay. I'm picking that one out. Okay, I touched down that one.
If people listen to me, what I said. Niger Watch, please.
CM, you will replay
this. How can you say you're analyzing me?
Mr. CM, I am putting down, I'm stepping down on that one. Now, the factors you brought forward, you didn't go politically. You didn't look at the predecessor, how he was brought in. You didn't take into recognition that if a man that came into power through the back door, because they've already played it, and we have been saying it, that the election that brought in as a candidate into PDP was rigged. And that was why the deputy governor was impeached, and a Labour Party member into as deputy governor. You didn't consider all those factors. A man might be good, but the person that is bringing in might be a wicked person, and that is a constraint on him to not to perform exactly. Because I told you one thing, PDP, if you go against the party hierarchy, you'll be brought down, and that is what is playing into effect now. All of us are looking at it. What brought him down is within Agbado, Wike, and the Edo State South leader and the deputy governor. That is what is playing on in their further, and they had a loophole, and the loophole was 300 was brought down. That was supposed to vote in the governor. They were brought down. So, in conclusion, you didn't take notice of all those factors. Your analysis, I have a question mark on it, because this is Edo State. We have to be a patriot to choose. And what Bishop said, I agree with him. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mr. Augustine, you have the 4 minutes. No, please, Mr. Jonathan, please.
Let me take my 4 minutes. Number one, Jonathan.
Go ahead, Augustine, go ahead with the 4 minutes.
Yes, I thought just stop me. Yeah, when it's time. Jonathan, thank you very much for your kind words. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. At least you listen to what I'm saying. First of all, I can never, Nigerian politics, I don't discuss party. I once said it here that if you want to see the best manifesto ever written, go and check APC manifesto of 2015. The one they used to sack Jonathan. It had It captured the very essence of Nigerian nationhood. Everything put together, the best manifesto ever. Did APC implement it? No. All we hear was Ruga, cattle route, grazing reserve, integrate Boko Haram into army. All the good things they said about restructuring, even all these things Tinubu is trying to do now, we aren't there. Party is a machinery in Nigeria. That's why I said a thief who they live for where in one part of Obowo decide to go and live for Akpakpava. He say he's no longer a thief. He's a thief. I can't be fooled by party. I brought out Asue Ighodalo as a person. I researched him as a person. And then, which are the problem of Edo State? I earmarked them. I said infrastructure is capital intensive. Where are you going to get the money to do it? Didn't you understand me saying it? Health provision, yes, is a social service. They are capital intensive. Usually in health, you don't get back. You put in. Everywhere in the world, if you really want to make health worth it, it's a social service. Just like education. You do not expect. So such things you have to address. Look at the humongous debt is going to inherit. How are you going to do it? That's why I say, look, empower the people. Cut poverty. Leave people out of poverty. That was the example I'm giving. Leave people out of poverty. Solve unemployment problem. Secure your place. These are the starting point. And if you start like this, you will make it. It doesn't mean that there is no help. This is what you should be done. And you are telling me I didn't research it well. I should consider history. Obaseki. Obaseki is not on the ballot, for God's sake. Peter Obi, as good as everybody excels in. Peter Obi ruled Anambra State for 4 years. Getting to the second year, for the next 4 years, it was overwhelming. Everybody supported him. When he was leaving, people were crying, say, all these things you've done, with all these things you are saying, bring somebody that will replace you. That's what they asked Peter Obi. He refused. He said no. They asked him, he said, okay, let it go to the north. Within them, they couldn't. They called him. They said, Apga will spoil if you leave. Peter Obi single-handedly brought out Obiano. It was a landslide. Obiano was in US. Peter Obi brought him back. Everything was done for him. He said, this is the thing. This is what you have to do. These are the... What happened? Obiano is answering EFCC query. Why didn't Obiano do like Peter Obi? It doesn't necessarily follow. I've forgotten what they call it in statistics. It doesn't necessarily follow. You judge a man on his own merit. That's what I did. I cannot do that. I don't have a head mentality. I looked at the man. I said, look, when you go in, this is the type of thing to do. Whoever I talk to, it's a matter for my own. It's just like I'm trying to get something. If you want me to present it, if it's something that should not breach the rule of confidentiality, I can present it. But as much as possible, please do not go to that answer. You can conduct your own. The fact that even if Obaseki is a wicked man, therefore, if everybody following him must be wicked, I don't think so. It doesn't necessarily follow. Peter Obi's own case has nullified it. Oshomole, I understand, kicked against godfatherism with Aneni. When he came in, he brought Obaseki. He wanted to do it. They said, no, we go show and say, 9 teachers. Godfatherism, the only place I feel godfatherism works in Nigeria is in Lagos State. I don't think it works in any other state. Otherwise, Fubara should have been doing what Wike said he should do. That is what it means. For you forgotten that Ngige was the person they started it with. Chris Obada slapped him and everything. Then it was that. Please, what I did, I didn't do it for anybody. I do it to satisfy my conscience. I have a choice to make, and I stand by it. It took me time before I said what I said. I'm not interested. Obaseki is not on the ballot. I'm not analyzing Obaseki. There is no cast iron guarantee that whoever comes from any other. But I don't want to discuss party because all parties are rotten to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, give us a mandate if you're there. Your final submission, 4 minutes.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much for the time today. I appreciate it. Well, Edolites, we all actually have stake in this matter. And the reason is because we are all Nigerians. And everyone is entitled to support what they want to support. And so as Edolite, as obedient, or APC or PDP or YPP or MPP, You are free to support who you want to support. You are convinced beyond reasonable doubt that Barrister Olumide Osaigbowo Akpata is the man for the job, and that's why you are with him and you are still with him. I don't think anyone supporting that candidate has more than one vote in the election coming. And most of us live in diaspora. Possibly what we are saying can sway people. Campaign for your candidates, leave other people alone. Let them choose, let them do their bidding. So I don't like I'm speaking to you again today. We've said it here that Barrister Osaigbowo Olumide Akpata is the man for the job. The last time I checked, when Oshomole was in government, Asue was with them. Obaseki was there. Oshomole left, Obaseki came in, Asue was there. The 20 billion or 30 billion Waterstone project money. Don't be so. I mean, I think they said the money even went through the bank of the Sterling Bank. So the reason why most of these things are happening is because Obaseki knows that Asue knows what he knows is the money is the bad guy for them. And so that's why they are doing everything possible to bring him in. Will you tell me that most of the evil that Obaseki did when he was a governor, Asue did not advise Obaseki on some of these policies? You can't separate them. They are conjoined, they are twins, allegedly. And so we are saying here that the person, okay, for example, Asue came here to come and talk to us. Did you hear him talk about female inclusion in his government? He didn't mention that. Barrister Osaigbowo Olumide Akpata told you he's going to include women in his government. When it comes to physically challenged, Barrister Olumide Akpata was the only one that spoke on how he's going to achieve that purpose when he becomes governor. He's going to include it in the code to make sure that buildings and programs are in place that suit the physically challenged. When it comes to healthcare, he said it. What he's going to do, build hospitals around the local governments in the states. When it comes to road, which is a critical infrastructure, so whether you think that they need it or not, that doesn't really matter. But we're saying that Edo State needs road, and road is one of the critical infrastructure of the state. He told he's going to build road, and what's the reason? Because it will help the farmers, the transporters, the mother in the market, to be able to link between the buyers and the sellers. If you don't have good roads, the economy will die. As a matter of fact, Black Panther can bear witness. In the whole of DFW Metroplex, in Texas here, road construction is going on everywhere because they understand the urgency of putting in place critical infrastructures. So if they come to Edo and say they don't need infrastructure, that's their own problem. I don't care. But in my time, they say that it's going to build roads for Edo State, and not just road. The road will link economy, the farm and the people, the market and the people. Transporters will enjoy good road. When it comes to insecurity, he told you that no X-Men, no X-Men will take a light for a ride anymore. It will stop. So, my people, this is the man that spoke to the issues. Vote for him. That is the man that can do the job. Don't vote for a money bag. People that they are trying to plant there to cover their secrets. Thank you. I mean, some days ago we heard about how they gave $5,000 in the US. So these people, they don't mean well for you. If they can pay $5,000 to people, how much more are they not paying? So do your bid, vote for Barrister Olumide Osaigbowo Akpata. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, my brother. Give us a mandate. Thanks for your submission. All right, the last person on the panel is Oga Chris. Oga Chris, you have the floor. 4 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Andaroch, good evening, and thank you very much. And well, for me, I think obedience, the battle before you is clear. I will always keep reminding you guys this. The whole idea is to disrupt, to disturb, to remove, and to uproot the system that has thrown Nigeria into this state of utter disrepair. And that system over the years has been orchestrated by the PDP and the APC. The obedience represents the clear departure from the ideas of the PDP and the APC. There's no other guys to look at it. There's no other way to look at it. It is the obedience that is the direct opposite to this structure of PDP and the APC. No other explanation. So don't be carried away. There will be different theories, different opinions, different propositions, but what we are looking at are simple facts and figures. There's no need for big grammar, big theory. No, just look at it. Nigeria has been run by these people for how many years? About 23 years. And now in 2020, thereabout, the NSAS, the youth, they got fed up with what is going on with the country. And they said they need a change, they need a leader that they can rally around. Although they expressed themselves through that NSAS, but they were told to go and wait for the next election. And lo and behold, when the next election came, which was supposed to be in 2023, before that election, you see, the obedient, the people that now amalgamated and became the obedient, they didn't support anybody in the PDP or in the APC, despite the fact that these people, they have good manifesto. They waited and waited and waited till they got that person that they could rally around, and that was the person of Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi. So the reason I'm laying this fact is for we to remember where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are going to. Where we are going to is exactly this. We want to rescue Nigeria from the hands of the PDP and the APC. Anything outside of this shouldn't be your consideration. You shouldn't be thinking about that at all. If you are a true obedient, if you truly mean well for the upliftment, for the freedom of Nigeria, for the PDP and the APC, especially the PDP, what we have said severally, somebody like me, I can't remember really campaigning against Asue Ighodalo, but we are campaigning, what we are talking about is this. We trusted Obaseki before, and for 8 years, he failed us. Now Obaseki is leaving and is bringing a recommendation. All we are saying is that because we cannot trust you, we cannot trust who you are recommending. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. The other highfalutin stuff, Asue Ighodalo, this, that, I don't bother to go into the CV at all. What the statement we are making is that Obaseki said we should resist him, even if he tries to be a godfather. He said this on tape 4 years ago. Our argument is this. If we cannot trust you, you have failed us, then how can we trust that the person you are bringing, who has said that he will continue from where you stop, we can't also trust that person? That is the basis of our argument, and nothing more than that. Any other thing outside of this shouldn't be our consideration at all. The focus is to wrestle power, is to wrestle governance from these people that has plunged this nation into the quagmire that we are continuously, that we've been bedeviled with. You know, somebody talked about CV, and the person is no longer here. I just wanted to say, you said Barrister Olumide Akpata don't have his. Okay, if I just round up in 10 seconds, and you are supporting somebody that don't even have common degree to become the president of Nigeria. Oh my God. Good evening and thank you all.
All right. Thank you very much, Oga Chris. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. Everybody have given their submission. Mr. Jonathan, you wanted to say something earlier on. I don't know if you can quickly do that in 1 minute.
Can I have 10 seconds?
Hold on. I'm calling someone else, please. Mr. Jonathan, are you there? Okay, you are not there. Yeah, go ahead with the 10 seconds quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah, I'm here. I just want to.
You have 1 minute. 1 minute. Thank you.
1 minute. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. It was when my contribution was towards Dr. CM's submission earlier. You know, everything he said was about policies. His submission, why I even though the candidate is supporting is not the one that I'm supporting necessarily, but his focus and submission, simply his decision was based on policies and programs. And one of the finest one that we can all agree with, if indeed we are truly calling for a good Nigeria, is that at every local government level, there should be something called job center. These are the issues, these are the things that quality candidates bring forward. Not just about candidate that at the end of the day is just about shoveling it down the throat of people. In February, 2 weeks before the primary of Labour Party, Edo State Labour Party members protested and they all went to the Labour Party secretariat in large numbers in Benin City. The first person that came out against them was Akpata, because he was looking forward to the support of the chairman 2 weeks forward.
All right, thank you.
So
thank you, sir.
These are the issues. These are the reasons why this kind of person cannot be supported. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir. Black Panther, quickly, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, quickly, 1 minute. Mr. Elvis, you know why I like you? Anything from the enemy's camp, you discard it to let them go to hell. You see, if I'm in those camp now, PDP, if I'm in APC, I'll be so happy. Because you know why? They are intact while we are divided. We are trying to use, I'm economist. I want to use economists. I want to use policy. They will rob us of all what we want. Look at somebody's coming from an enemy's camp. He is good. If he's sent enough, why did he go to another party to prove he's sent and come out and win? I must tell you, where he came from can never talk good, neither can he change his record as a person. If Edo State is handed over to these people again, we will continue in what we are, and I will see what any of us here will say, because we are still practicing, we are using the books, and those people, they are using common sense, and they are very smart. They are smarter than us. That was why they won. And we are proving that, we are so eloquent in our things, we want to use the book. Now that we are using the book, we are going to lose the election again. All of you will come and speak English again. Thank you, Niger Watch.
Okay.
Madam Watch, can I have a minute, please, if you don't mind?
Just go ahead, sir. Go ahead now.
Okay, yes. A thief can speak good English. An educated person can also be a thief. So character is what makes a leader. It does not mean I don't look at any other thing. A thief can blow grammar. An illiterate can be good. A thief can be good. Can blow grammar. While an illiterate can also perform. So I don't believe all those things. What I want is the character of the person. I'm not interested in who is behind who is not. In the end, if Obaseki is probed and his EFCC need him, they won't go for Asue Ighodalo. It's Obaseki that will go in. Let us put it that way. If Obaseki should be tried and he's found wanting, they can never say Asue come and deputize for him. They will sentence him. So it's the character that matters. Anybody can be a thief. I don't believe that this person do this person do. I don't. I look at the
who brought Obaseki to us.
Thank you. I don't have time for
that's
debate,
what I'm
please.
saying. Whatever Obaseki does in office, he will answer for it. That's what I'm saying.
That your argument, no water for Nigeria.
Okay. How you no go hold water? Peter Obi brought Obiano. Obiano is with EFCC now, not Peter Obi.
What has Akpata done? Has he been corrupted? Has he been involved in corruption?
Well,
what has Akpata done that you cannot even say anything about him?
What are you saying? When as at the time
they use the Labour Party chairman to lay you people. You people have changed your mind and you are going according to the books.
I never mentioned Labour Party.
Give me 1 minute service.
I
go
don't
for PDP now. Go for PDP. Let's start with PDP. PDP and APC must be president of Nigeria till Nigeria finish. We'll stand on it.
Please, I have to mute you. I have to mute you guys, please. Thank you.
Please give me 1 minute.
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for the privilege. Edo State, our state is from in Nigeria, part of Nigeria. We are south of Nigeria. We are not in northern part where Boko Haram penetrate. They disturb me every time. Look at IDP. We are in IDP margin, and we are not. Boko Haram is not our state. Why are we IDP margin? There is some people in the Ovia East, the IDP camp. How can we want to vote for such people again? Our president, PDP are they are running Edo State. They cannot fight insecurity first. We are not in the Borno, we are not in Borno, we are not Sokoto, we are not Nasarawa. But now, look at we IDP camp. Some of our people in the IDP camp. It's not only one place in Edo State, many places. Like Ovia East, I believe like South Benin side, there is some people there too. Imagine we are still campaigning to vote for such people. There is nothing good will come out from PDP and APC, no matter the president that came out from there. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you, every one of you. And God bless you. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Let's continue to where we stop again tomorrow. Please let me round up now. Please. You guys can continue talking tomorrow. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. And God bless you now. We've come to the end of the broadcast. It's been a long day. I want to quickly appreciate every one of you that came to the panel today. Thank you, Madam Luke, for your time with us today. We appreciate you. Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much, sir. Augustine, thank you, sir. Midwest people, thank you. Give us a mandate, thank you very much. Oga Chris, thank you. Peace off, thank you. Black Panther and Abdul Malik. Destiny, thank you very much. You're still on the backstage as well. Appreciate every one of you that called him at the origin. My love, God is my strength. Mr. Ben, Mr. Shimizi, Mr. Innocent, Mr. Efe, and many others that called in, and God will bless you now. Thank you very much. Those of you that supported the channel, thank you so much, my people. Jaja, thank you so much. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Madam Iris Finance, thank you very much. I'm grateful. Etuk, thank you very much. God bless you. Tokbe, thank you very much. You did it twice. God bless you. Thank you so much. And God bless you, my people. I'm very, very grateful. While our people write on the comment section, thank you so much, Mommy Diaspora. I appreciate you, Mommy, for all you do. Thank you so much, Madam Iris Finance, once again. Thank you, Black Panther, Aniagba, Emeka Ju. Thank you very much. Good to hear from you. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you, Madam Stella Imasevedo. Thank you, Madam Obi Ashuko. Thank you, Tony Africa, Eva Line, Madam Peg Modi, and many others. George Efosa, Ighodalo, thank you very much. Thank God bless you now. Rosie yours, thank you, my people. Please help us to press on the like button before you leave. We are coming back again 6 p.m. tomorrow by God's grace, so that we can continue from where we stop. I appreciate every one of you. 4 hours is enough for us.
Mr. Elvis, before you go, please announce your new unofficial Prime Minister. Please, you need to announce your new unofficial Prime Minister.
Okay, you do it then. Go ahead.
The new unofficial Prime Minister is Stammer of the Labour Party.
Thank God. Labour Party are taking over UK. Thank God.
Thank God. So, what will now happen to what's his name again now?
Sunak.
The former Prime Minister.
Sunak. It might be MP. He may end up as MP if
he will end up as MP and be in the house, but they don't have majority anymore.
He's fighting for his life right now. He will almost, I not confirm yet, lose his own constituency.
Okay, but obviously, they don't have majority in the house now. They don't have majority in the house, obviously.
Yes.
So they've lost it all. They've lost it.
It might be hung parliament.
Black Panther. Come here, come talk about Apata. Leave the people for their choice.
Look, Apata is the best candidate. Forget all this. Anybody that will bring APC and PDP, I'm ready for all of them.
Leave them alone with their choice, I beg.
I'm ready for all of them because they're giving us pain in this life. Because we are considering their children.
Hello. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Now God will bless you. Now let's meet tomorrow before I start on another topic. All right. Good night, my people. Please help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. And God bless you now. Good night and bye for now.
No more bad government in Nigeria. I don't want only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that